Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another exciting chapter in the continuing saga of Saturday Night InSaNiTy.
Did you tweet?
What?
Did you tweet?
I wrote a tweet. Let me tweet it.
Uh-oh.
There
You
we
wrote
go.
a tweet? Well, hey, it's step one.
It is tweeted. The tweet has been twoten.
The tweet's been tweeted.
It's voted.
Damn, that was good salad.
Excellent.
How much salad dressing do I have on my mustache?
Do you need to do a courtesy wipe? Otherwise, you're good. Yeah, there you go. You're a little glistening, but there was no actual like big blobs or anything. You're good, man. Yeah, like there was probably some there.
That you were glowing.
You were gonna glow about
Positively glowing.
That's great.
Ah.
I can recommend this, actually. This was quite good. Hollow vinaigrette wishbone. Now, I usually hate
Rose.
wishbone, but this was good.
Uh-huh.
This was good.
Can't recommend this as wishbone.
I know, right?
Perfectly fine.
I'll be fucking howling over
So-
here. Jesus Christ.
So JL was
Don't
saying...
get the regular wishbone.
Okay, so JL was saying, wow, checking out some Fresh Prince of Bel-Air episodes on HBO Max, and they really need to re-encode some. Some episodes are just a square boxes and don't even fill the screen.
Oh my
And
God.
JL says...
JL, please.
Hold
Not
on,
tonight.
Hold
please.
on. There's more here. I got to give this full story here because you guys didn't see it. He says a TV box. It's a square on some episodes.
Yes.
Then
That's the way it's supposed
hold
to be.
on, let me finish. There's more. So I said, so I asked, so window boxed or pillar boxed? And JL said, yep. And I said, I said, which one? Those are two different things. And he said, a few of the first seasons. And I just said, oh my God. And he says, a few episodes I meant. I said, pillar boxed or window boxed? And then he said, ethnic tip.
What?
What?
JL, what?
And he still hasn't answered the question. He said, but
Window
yeah,
box.
it's
He said
wired.
window box.
Sean, he's talking about the fact it's not anamorphic widescreen because they're not widescreen because it's
No.
a fucking full screen show.
Well, hold on. If
No,
it's,
no, no,
hold on. If it's full screen, it would be pillar box, which means black
Yeah.
bars down the side, which
Correct.
is
That's how it is.
which is correct.
Yes.
If it's window boxed, meaning there's black bars down the side and there's black bars on the
Correct.
top, so it's a little window in the middle with black all
That's
the way
not
around,
correct,
that's
yeah.
wrong. And that's how it
cropped
should not
and
be.
not properly framed.
Yes.
Now I understand what you're saying, JL.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're correct. That's bullshit. They need to fix that.
That is
What?
not correct. Yeah. I mean, if it's... So the only reason for it to be window box is if it was a 4x3 widescreen thing with, like, letterbox bars within the 4x3 frame, and then that is stuck in a 4x3 box in the 16:9 image with bars down the side, so it looks like it's a postage stamp in the middle of a big window. Hence, window boxed. But
You generally only do that for a full screen movie on DVD because you want to make sure the whole image is seen on a CRT TV.
On a 4x3 TV, yeah, that's like
Yeah,
very
because they cut off an extra
and
couple little bit.
outdated. But I mean,
Yeah.
generally,
You don't
it
need
would
that anymore,
be
obviously.
it would be, you know, if it was like a widescreen image, it was a letterbox widescreen image. They would crop off the black bars and then zoom it in to fill the screen, and that would be the correct way to present that or represent it. But,
Right.
Yeah. So if they've window
But
boxed
no.
it, then it's wrong. Because Fresh Prince was
It's not.
not a widescreen show for
It's
any of its
pillar boxed.
episodes ever.
He's saying it's pillar boxed. I'm like,
Pillar boxed is correct. It should have
Yes,
black
it
bars
is.
on both sides
correct,
for any 4x3 show.
correct. For the idea.
And that's your lesson about widescreen stuff
Just
today.
fill the screen.
In 2021,
Yeah.
we just had that conversation.
Yeah.
Are you fucking
But,
kidding me?
I know.
but why doesn't it fill the screen?
Oh
It's
my
supposed
God,
to
when I
fill
worked-
the screen.
When I worked for the
I hate
cable
people.
company, there were certain channels that were like people would be watching a standard def version of a channel that is also available in high def. They'd be like, "Why are there black bars? Why doesn't it fill the screen?" And I'd have to go through that whole speech and explain it to them. Or say, "Well, why aren't you watching the high def version of that channel?" I am. It's widescreen, but there's black bars all around. It's like, you're not watching the high def version. So I'd have to explain all of these things. And there was this guy I remember called in, and he wanted a box, like a set-top box that had the zoom feature, because a lot of set-top boxes have the zoom feature to, fill the screen.
Directly.
And the version of the box that he had did not have that feature, and I was trying to explain that to him, and further to that, I was trying to educate him on how the different widescreens are displayed on different types of televisions, and he was just, like, being all full of himself, and it's like, I think there's a really wide gap between what I'm saying and what you're responding to me.
Wow, it sounds like me arguing with Seth Angel.
A very wide gap. And he was like just so full of himself and like, oh my God, I just want to reach through the phone.
Your
and
mom's a
smack
very
him.
wide gap.
Hold on,
Yeah.
I gotta say this, okay? So like, one, Stoudman, stop putting your camera at their fucking light bulb. You're blinding your poor camera.
Fine.
You're gonna damage it. I'm not
Just
kidding.
let us see you picking your nose.
No,
No,
just
I will not.
point at the desk or something. But yeah.
Yeah, something.
So
yeah.
first of all, earlier today, Seth Angel tried to convince me that Silence of the Lambs is a slasher.
But it's not.
I know, just because Jonathan Demme in one fucking interview said it's a slasher, blah 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 blah. But like, no, he's talking like the general term slasher, which is a movie where people just get
Hey,
cut with a
Seth
knife.
Angel's here. Excellent. This is gonna be fun.
Oh, I know. It's not a slasher though. Not a slasher has none of the tropes.
There's a lot of specific tropes to a slasher, yes.
Art is not subjective in this case.
No.
It's not the same thing as art is subjective.
No.
This is an academic way of like.
Well, also, I mean,
describing
the
things.
whole point of silence.
You are all wrong. The whole world's wrong, right, Seth?
The whole point of that is, yeah, it's a serial killer, but he kills people in different ways. It's not the same.
Serial killer
thing.
movies and slashers are not the same thing, but
No,
they
they're
do
not.
have some overlap. They do
Oh,
have
yeah,
overlap,
Of course.
you know.
Absolutely.
But he said an offhand comment, blah blah blah. But oh wait, hold on, I have a counter to that. 1 second. 1 second. There's one little thing we have to talk about here, and that is
magic.
although the term slasher may occasionally be used informally as a generic term for any horror film involving murder. So guess what? Film analysts cite an established set of characteristics. So there you go.
Terminator from 1984 is more of a slasher film than Silence of the Lambs.
Terminator is actually a slasher film, but it has all the right
It
tropes.
has all the tropes, yeah.
Alien, the original Alien, because there's a final girl, there's stalk and slash kills.
I think
It's not. There's not.
I think
It
that's
lacks-
a bit of a stretch, though. That's
It's a bit of a stretch, but Terminator's
Yeah.
a bit of a stretch too. But like,
Terminator's
those are both like
less of a stretch.
the reason why those aren't considered slashers is because they're sci-fi horror
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
You know what I would say about Silence of the Lambs is that honestly, it's more, and I think this is telling. it's more of a noir movie than it is a slasher.
Yeah, it's a serial killer film. It's a cop film. It's
Yes.
those two things for sure.
You have a detective trying to chase down a fucking killer, not knowing where they are. That's the whole fucking movie. Like,
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
the other thing that makes it, well, not so much a noir is that you don't
Yeah,
know whether or not the person telling the story is dead. You know, typically in a noir, it starts out with, "So this is how I died."
Yeah. So it's narrated
And then they
by
tell
the
the story.
voice of the victim.
Yeah,
Weird.
usually.
Are you sure about that, Stout? That doesn't sound like what I remember from the film noir genre. Have you ever actually seen a film noir, Stout? I don't think you really understand how that genre works.
I'm going to ignore you.
It's like
I'm gonna throw my 2 cents into the ring and say that Silence of the Lambs is not a horror movie at all. It's
well,
a
that
suspense
is a
thriller.
debate. That's an actual fucking debate people have had, and that
There's
I
is
know.
it
There-
toes the line. That's why.
There's
And
some
I
pretty,
say
pretty horrifying shit
I
in that movie.
personally don't categorize it as a horror film.
I think so.
But I don't begrudge anyone categorizing it as a horror film because it's so toes the line. It's very close.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I've always seen it. I've always seen it ever described in. When I saw it, it was a suspense. Like I said, a suspense thriller.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of times the suspense thrown around because people are afraid to use horror in film snobby.
Well, look
worlds.
at basically
Hey, Quack's here.
everything by Alfred Hitchcock. He's considered the master of horror, and a lot of his films aren't technically horror; they're thrillers or suspense, but a lot of them are.
He did 2 proto slashers,
Absolutely. What's the other
Frenzy and
one?
Psycho.
Oh, okay, I haven't seen Frenzy.
Frenzy's great. I need to rewatch it, but
Let me,
me and Sal will be doing a deep dive on
Hold on.
proto slashers at some days. It's a very
This
limited
way.
genre, so
and then, oh my
we can
God,
actually
what have I
encompass
done
the
here?
entire genre.
Hold on a second. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? Yeah. Hold on.
But it's like there are fair arguments can be made for either, and like it can be horror or just a fucking thriller or suspense film, whatever you want to call it.
Okay, hold on.
I feel like what we've come to know the genre by, like, as a genre continues to be made, as movies continue to be made in a genre over the years, new things are added, new things are taken away. They solidify what the genre is over the course of time, right? The slasher was a fairly new concept in the 80s. Silence of the Lamb comes out early 90s. And, I mean, at that time, it's foreseeable that the filmmaker didn't really understand what the slasher was or what it would become. So they say, oh, it's a slasher. But
it's not.
Over time, we've developed certain things that slashers are.
Yeah.
Things that you can use to define a slasher.
Yeah.
And it no longer fits in the term, like the movie, if it ever did.
To be fair, I think.
Can you explain how creator intent means jack shit, please? Thank you.
I think a lot of those things were already established.
Hold on, I need to go.
So
I'll
I
be
think
right back.
Jonathan Demme was just
because I can't see Sean or hear Sean right now.
Yeah, I can't hear or see Sean
Oh,
either.
Fuck's sake.
No, none of us can.
Well, weird. He uses a gray box.
Be right back.
Is that our problem? His
Not
fault?
you.
No, just hold on.
It's down.
God,
It's
I
all of
can't
us.
even berate them
Yeah.
because
All
they
can't.
can't see me.
I just said neither can I. So.
Hold on.
I just thought maybe.
You fucking
after-
unmute, you piece of
You go, hold on, I'll be
shit.
right back. I can't see or hear Sean. And then we all go, neither can I. And you're like, oh, I'll be right back. And it's like, we literally just
There we
told
go.
you.
La 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 la.
Yay!
Okay, there we go.
Welcome back.
Hi.
I was just going to say, with regards to what Stout just said, the thing is, I think all of those tropes were already very firmly established by the time Silence of the Lambs came out. Because
I would
So
say
he might just
before
not have
Nightmare on Elm
understood
Street.
that.
Nightmare on Elm Street is
Yeah,
the second
absolutely.
wave, and that's when you start seeing like some twisting on the
yes,
the premise. Sorry, mixing of it into other genres. Silence of the Lambs a little bit.
Yeah.
Fly. So yes, authorial intent is bullshit. It
Yeah.
means nothing. It means less than nothing, because if you can find, if you basically the idea behind it is, if you can find proof for something that you think is in a film or in a book or in any form of art whatsoever, if you can find proof from within the text, so to speak, the context, for an argument you want to make about what that art means, then what your definition of it means is just as good, if not better, than what the person who made it is. Like,
or anyone else's whose theory, even if they are.
just because they're the
they can be
creator doesn't mean they get to decide what it means.
And the best part is, if you find evidence for competing theories that refute each other, they are both equally right, because both of them have evidence within the text.
Yes.
Movies can be very contradictory of their own text, you know.
But in this case, Jonathan Demme is just wrong.
Is it Demi or Dem? I can never remember how to. I don't know. How do you say it?
I think it's Dem.
I think it's. Is it Dem? Whatever.
Is it Demi? I don't fucking know.
How to pronounce.
The creator's the creator.
Well, yes,
that's a great argument.
The creator is the creator, but he didn't define the genre. He came in quite late into that genre. That genre existed since the 70s.
Jonathan Demme.
1978.
Yeah, and then I'm even counting the proto slashers, which sort of helped form the foundation of that genre.
Absolutely, especially the early 70s, late 70s. That's like the really you see a boom. There's like a little boom right before the
during
slash
that
room.
whole that whole
I just
sort of
transcribed an
big
entire
period.
list in fucking order.
Yeah.
All 100 of them.
Nice.
So yeah.
But the thing is, by that point, the slasher genre.
Wow, you're an idiot.
Thank you. The slasher subgenre had been firmly established in terms of like what the tropes were and everything. So like for him to just come and say, "Yeah, it's a slasher," it's like, no, it isn't. It doesn't meet any of those criteria. There's like very specific criteria that define a slasher. There's some, like we talked about, like Terminator and Alien, that you can kind of fit into that because of some of the elements being present. But Silence of the Lambs, just because it's about a serial killer, does not make it a slasher. I mean,
the big thing to me that's a giveaway that it's not a slasher is you don't really see the killer slashing anything.
There's no stalk and kill.
You always see what happens after. You always see the aftermath, or you see what happens before.
Yeah, you don't.
But you never see the actual action in place.
I was going to say that's one of the big things is in a slasher film you see the murders. You see that's one of the thrills of going to a slasher film is you see the kills.
So it's stalk and slash scene. You see through the eyes of the killer usually.
Yeah.
Then you see the actual murders happen. Then there's a girl, sometimes a guy, but usually a girl or a couple. You know. So like there's none of those pieces in.
There's none of them, like absolutely none of them.
The final girl, okay.
It's more of a police procedural.
Correct.
Well, there is one scene. I will say, there is one scene where you do see through the eyes of the killer when he's trying to get that one girl into the van.
Yeah, it needs to be the whole thing. It's either you see through the eyes of the killer, or you see that
I think you could say it's inspired by.
Oh, definitely.
But
yeah,
it's
it
not
could be somewhat, but
I mean, at that point in 1990, the slasher was practically dead. And the second boom had already been gone, and then Scream was 5 years away. And then there's another, and then once Scream hit, there's just been an unending.
Yeah. That's the funny thing is a lot of people, the younger people, think of Scream as like one of the originals, and it's like no. Scream was the love letter
third
to
generation of slashers.
Yeah.
Third generation.
Yeah. It's
fourth if you count pro slasher.
Why would they think it was the original? It's literally referencing all of the originals in it.
They think it's part of the group of the original.
No, it's
not.
Like
at the end, but no, not really.
There's a bit of a gap there.
The video game industry.
It's like a dead genre for 6 years, and then Scream happened and it never died after that. It's been alive ever since.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gone into a little bit of a lull, but it's always been around in the independent circuit. It's never stopped being there.
So how do you pronounce Demi, by the way?
Dem.
It is Dem. Well, I've been pronouncing it wrong my entire life then.
That's the way it goes sometimes.
Yep.
I hate to pull out my college education card, but I'll tell you what. The first thing I learned when I took a level 300 course on criticism was that authorial intent is bullshit.
Yeah. Intent means nothing. The evidence,
Because
as you guys are saying,
one
it
of the
needs to
first
be
things that you have to do in one of those
on the
classes
screen.
is to come up with an original concept for what a book means.
Wow.
You have to come up with an original idea for what this part of this book means, right? Like we did The Great Gatsby. It was like come up with an original criticism. Like you can't you can't use any other criticism that's ever been done of it. You have to make up your own criticism of it.
That's hard as fuck too.
It was extremely fucking hard.
Yeah, that shit's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, my friend, USB Gecko says the best type of correct is technically correct. And by the way, Seth Angel, I'm technically correct. So I have the high ground, Anakin.
That's right. I'm sweating all over you stinking casual.
You do not want to mess with this ginger right here. He's literally got a degree in well, actually.
Yeah. I've seen it. It's framed on his wall. On one of the other walls, you can't see it behind it.
We should actually mock you up a degree for that.
The well actually degree.
Yes, we should definitely do a prop of that. That'd be great.
Well, actually degree.
Well, actually, just
Bachelors of well, actually.
yes, exactly. You know, you should be the doctor to well, actually, it's not real. We can give it whatever we want. Styled Doctor. Well, actually, styled
Doctor. Well, actually. Excellent.
Anyway, that was a fun little argument I wanted to throw out. I mean, I thought it'd be a really good discussion to open.
That was a good, that was good.
I might be obsessed with movies. Sorry.
No, it was.
I had no idea.
Maybe.
I only watched 17 this week. So.
Only 17.
Only.
Last week I watched 28. Okay.
I watched half of one. Does that count?
Stout, do you have HBO streaming?
Mm-hmm.
Let's watch the Snyder Cut this weekend. Okay. I got Keith Stone's Kingdom.
Work for 3 months, and I didn't watch that many movies. You watched that many last week.
Did you hear?
I got keys to someone's kingdom for Sunday. So
very nice. Thank you, JL.
I love that I burped right at the end of that.
Perfect.
Oh god, I was watching.
We
Okay,
heard that.
I did watch. I was just gonna say, hey, I was watching a movie today. No, I watched part towards the end of Blades of Glory because it was on TV.
Ah, okay.
Good lord, God, how
Excellent.
absurdly stupid that movie was.
Well then.
Is it bad that, like, when you said Blades of Glory, I immediately, for some reason, thought shot down in a Blades of Glory?
I've done that too.
Yes.
Oh my god. Shot down in blades of glory.
Okay then.
The reason we call it Saturday Night InSaNiTy.
Yep.
That's true.
That's the
They're both singing
I
that,
haven't
and I'm
even
going.
smoked yet, y'all.
Will Ferrell is funny.
I haven't smoked in a long time, y'all. I'm just having fun.
Fun is good. I like fun.
Just vibing with my friends.
Vibing.
Yeah, I had a real rough this evening, so like this is a nice turnaround. It's not anyone's fault. I just
Well, good for this
brain
part,
shit.
not have the rough part.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Rain.
No, I was hanging out with other friends, and then like I got like legit like triggered, and was like, oh okay, well that was fun. Time to go cry,
Yeah.
and now we're here. I'm feeling much better now because I get to laugh and hang out with everyone.
Excellent.
So.
Laughter
Yay.
is the best medicine, as they say. That and lots of pot.
Hookers and blow.
Hookers and blow, that's right. With beer and hookers. In fact, forget
So, do you
the
want to
theme
know what
park.
speeds I'm getting right now? Just to put into context the lag that people are saying from me, sometimes I'll just freeze.
Mm-hmm. And we'll laugh.
Better
at
than I have ever gotten while I was living here. I'm getting almost 120 megabytes down.
Excellent.
And
got the
almost
problem.
40 up. So it's like There should be no reason for me to lie.
No, it's because it's not that
Excellent.
you're having a connection issue. It's that you're having an interruption, a brief interruption
Yeah.
in your service.
Yeah.
Your router or something is just
And yeah,
having a
there's-
connection fit.
There's literally nothing I can do
Long
about that
term.
because that would be caused by the wiring. Actually,
Yeah.
It's not a term. It's having it's just having a fit. basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
You're getting better.
What?
The fuck?
Because
all
your shriek there, Skinslip, was like one of those perfectly cut screams. It just like ended abruptly.
I was less worried about Skinslip's scream, and yours was just a cacophony of like I don't
Yeah,
even
you
know.
blew
I can't
out
even.
when you did
Blew
that.
out when you did that.
Oh.
You're just like. That's why I'm just like, what the.
Oh shit!
Like when
I
you open your
yawned.
screen door.
I just put Keith down my pants. Don't mind me. My dick's
Excellent.
trying to get high.
Thanks, Jet Blast and Manic Prime, for paying the rent. The
Oh,
I
yeah.
Live Here chat thing. You guys can't see it on the screen, but here in Twitch land, it's 50,000 chat points. It's all just fun. It's not money or anything, but it's.
Oh, yeah, I gotta
Speaking
I mean,
of
they've
paying
spent-
the rent, though.
It means they spent a lot of time here.
Speaking of paying the rent, our good friend here, Zaranyzerak, needs to pay the rent, people.
Well,
Ping
yeah,
I'm just saying.
that's good.
It's my birthday next week on Wednesday.
Hey,
And I can think of no better birthday present than for all of you to pay his rent.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, March has been a getting the bills caught up
Hey,
month. So
Smokes, let's go.
internet's good. Next one's got to be hydro, and then with very little
So-
time to go, rent.
8
So,
days till Vinegar Syndrome sales, Stoudman.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
I've been so hard pressed not to
I'm
supply
probably
anything.
not going to.
I'm so
Do
glad
much
you've
of anything.
continued that.
Yeah. No, neither will
Dude, I am like sitting here going like I have my stimulus money going, nope, stop buying things.
I.
Stop buying things. Like,
Mhm.
no.
Almost
little
the way you
thing-
said it, you're like, I'm so hard pressed.
Uh-huh.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
But like I'm
Definitely
saving those
don't
for
need
my,
it.
Oh no.
my move
to
out.
the move out fund. Come on.
Stoudman will hate you for making his birthday trash.
Didn't even hear me. Okay, well, that's anyway.
Nope, didn't hear it. Sorry.
No, nobody hears me.
Nope.
I just want my friends to have happy lives.
We just ignore you.
Yes. All right. Well, I'm still going to care anyway. So fuck you.
Yay!
Now, Sonny.
Oh, isn't that nice, Manic? Would you like,
Yeah, man.
oh, yeah, I have to do my taxes, and then, I owe them money.
Yeah.
Fuck, I hate that.
I got all
So,
my
like, I wish
taxes
there was a little
done.
check box. Take it from my stimulus and give me my
I was gonna say
fucking
my stimulus check was literally that meme from South Park. It's
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh yeah, you got $1,400 and it's gone.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did you spend it? I haven't spent. I'm like
No,
only-
I threw it all into credit card debt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Paying
Most of mine is
debts.
going in my savings
was
for move
Like,
out.
it wasn't a depressing thing. It was planned.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that's,
That's a good thing to do
Knock
with it,
down
though.
those debts when you can.
pay
Yeah.
those corporations.
I will
Get 'em off your
admit I was very, very stupid with multiple credit cards for multiple years.
Yep. I
And
also was the
I'm
victim of
advantage of
predatory loans.
This
Mhm.
opportunity to probably do
Credit
something that would take normally years to pay off,
Mhm.
doing it in a matter of seconds. So
Well, I
It's
did.
a very responsible and
Yeah, I did a predatory loan with Money Mart a while back, but that was all paid off. For me, it wasn't anything like that. It was just I was stupid with a credit card. Period. So,
yeah.
and it wasn't even like horrendously stupid. I missed a couple payments and then they just canceled it on me instead of
That's what they do on you. That's what the hell's how they get you.
yeah.
And it's bullshit. It's all
now,
scams.
So now I'm just going to be paying this thing off for years and yeah.
The debt was
anyway.
worth more than your actual use of the card.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
the whole thing's stacked against you. So.
Oh yeah, I know, and the, the compound interest just ensures it'll take forever to pay it all off, unless
Yep.
you suddenly come into a huge sum of money and can just pay it all off in one fell swoop.
That's why I had $380,000 in loan debt.
Wow,
It's like,
I'm not making that up.
technically,
I know you're not.
technically,
Yeah.
it's illegal to have slavery, but there are still ways that they can find you,
Yeah.
find
This is
to screw you over and make sure that you have to keep paying them
Mm-hmm.
for your entire fucking life.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mostly
it's just,
they prey on people
Pretty
that
much.
don't understand how a credit card works,
Yeah.
or like
Yep.
not fully understand how
Or
a
they're
credit card
young
works.
and irresponsible. You know.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and what they do is they will tell you, we'll give you $3,000 credit limit on this card,
Mm-hmm.
and your minimum payment will only ever be like $25 a month.
Mm-hmm.
The
For
problem
40
is
years.
they don't, they don't tell you that, as you charge more money,
Mm-hmm.
your interest payments go up, and
Yep.
so does your monthly fee.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
it will always trail behind the interest payments.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if you just pay the minimum, you will never pay it off because it will
Yeah.
always get eclipsed by the interest payment.
Pretty
Correct.
Much. Yeah.
So you
So
should always pay more, as much as you can over that you can afford.
that's the one thing I will say. Thankfully, I knew that,
Yeah.
and I've never, ever did a minimum payment.
I mean, sometimes it's like I can pay $20 extra, but guess what? It's more than you had last time. You know, it's 20 cents. It's like that. Sometimes that's how it works.
My big mistake was I used one of my highest credit
Holy
limit
shit!
cards.
Make us 4? Sorry.
Okay.
Used one of my highest credit limit cards and put all my reoccurring payments on it,
Yeah.
and I lost track of it.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
I just looked at it one day and I'm like, oh shit.
Well, crap.
So
My
So,
bad. Fuck.
On the plus side, that's the only remaining debt I have. All the others have long since been paid off. So once I get that cleared away, I'll be all back in the black, baby. It'll be awesome.
Yep. 2 out of 3 we're in the black. It was like anyway. Yeah, same for me. I just have this one my largest one, which is still not huge. And I'll also be debt free completely.
I can be debt free if I marry someone rich, or I lived in another country, or I won the lottery. And I'm playing the lottery and I'm not dating anybody, so it's like I'm fucked. Also, I'm disabled, so I can't
Yeah.
I can't go anywhere without being married. Can't get married without getting married there. So yeah, I'll just live under the debt. No big deal. Oh fuck.
That one.
uh-oh.
That was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That one's coming back to say hello.
Dude. Eyes are watering. I just hit a little harder than I expected.
Yeah, in most cases, Luke, credit card debt is stupid, but also obviously not in all cases, but in like, for example, our cases, it's justified because we did stupid stuff with it.
Nobody should ever give me loans for anything.
So like
No.
I'm well aware of the amount that I accrued, and I am just
I was the victim of predatory lending for school pre the big bust in 2006, 7, whatever.
oh yeah,
So like,
the housing crisis.
yeah, well, just boop, fucking fuck the economy. And I'm like, yeah, I basically had to like take loans out to survive and shit. It was like brutal.
Oh yeah,
I like took out like bigger student loans than I needed just to be able to pay my rent, so I can continue going to school because my school was so.
yeah, Strega,
fucking-
we were about a half hour late, actually. Strega's going, wow, SNI is actually early tonight. I'm like, nah, we're actually about a half hour late.
It's technically a half hour late. It's supposed to start at 6. It's supposed to start at 6, not whenever we usually start it. But yeah, this week
Not my fault.
this week the marathon timing was pretty good, so we were able to start more or less on time. But of course, here I am for the first time in ages, ready to go on time, going to cast, where everyone is usually there an hour early, and nobody was here.
I was at a friend's birthday party.
Like, where the hell is everybody? They're usually 2 hours ahead of me.
I was at a friend's birthday party. In my defense, I lost track of time.
Okay.
But then someone said, messaged me or something. I was like, oh shit, I'll be right there. Fuck.
What?
All right.
I had just gotten home
Uh-huh.
at like 5:50,
Excellent.
And I had to put everything away from shopping. So
Yeah,
Fine.
I had also stopped my stream at about. Well, I'm talking Eastern time for me, so I'm on the other coast. About 8:30, because it usually starts at around 9.
Oh, okay.
So
that's like 5:30 here.
yeah,
Excellent.
it is already 10 o'clock here. So
I know.
yeah,
Well,
my credit score is ridiculously good.
we should probably.
It could be better. Brother got it was so damn high, but
there's another coast.
I know. It's crazy, isn't
Yeah, I
it?
know. Yes, there's. It's called the East Coast.
2 coasts.
What?
You could say
No.
it's a.
There's also the Gulf Coast. My
Rose?
there's a
This is
southern
not
coast.
the
Is my
time?
point, but yeah, the Gulf Coast. Everything else is Atlantic.
Anyway,
Oh, is there a North Coast also?
let's go on to the news here. We got
me.
some news. Let's do the news.
Got some news.
So here's the news, courtesy of our New York news hound, Raptor Rivera. Thank you, kind sir. You do wonderful work. Trailers. We got the official trailer for the Adult Swim original series Bird Girl, premiering April 4th. After being named CEO of the world's largest and most nonsensical corporation, Sebin and Sebin, Judy Ken Sebin, a.k.a. Bird Girl, has to find a way to maintain her work and superhero life balance. The series acts as a spin-off of Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. Excellent.
nice.
I saw the very short trailer for that, and I fucking laughed my ass off.
Can't wait.
Official trailer for the HBO Max film In the Heights, premiering June 18th. A feature
Is that HAI?
Heighgt.
Okay.
Heights, as in
Alright.
afraid of, or
Got
yeah, okay. A feature version of the Broadway musical in which a bodega owner has mixed feelings about closing his store and retiring to the Dominican Republic after inheriting his grandmother's fortune. Directed by John M. Chu, who previously helmed the 2018 sleeper hit Crazy Rich Asians. And, God, I don't want to... and produced by Lin-Manuel Miranda, the creator of the original Broadway show. Raptors note, I saw the stage show back in high school and dug it a lot. All right.
Crazy Rich Agents. Yes.
Crazy Rich Agents. And just charging so much of what their clients
Missed it by
earn.
that much.
Official trailer for the Netflix original film Concrete Cowboy, premiering April 2nd. Based on the book Ghetto Cowboy, sent to live with his estranged father for the summer, a rebellious teen finds kinship in a tight-knit Philadelphia community of black cowboys. Starring Idris Elba and Caleb McLaughlin in the leading roles, fans may remember Caleb as Lucas Sinclair on Stranger Things. Very nice.
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba, sold.
But also, yeah,
Idris Elba
that
as a
kid
black
from,
cowboy, sold.
from Stranger Things. Awesome.
Yes. Official trailer for the FX original documentary Hysterical, premiering April 2nd. Hysterical is an honest and hilarious backstage pass into the lives of some of stand-up comedy's most boundary-breaking women, exploring the hard-fought journey to become the voices of their generation and their gender. Very cool.
Nice.
Official trailer for the Netflix original series The Irregulars, premiering March 26th. Based on the works of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle and set in Victorian London, the series follows a gang of troubled street teens who are manipulated into solving crimes for the sinister Dr. Watson and his mysterious business partner, the elusive Sherlock Holmes. Oh, nice.
An outside perspective.
So it's like
Nice.
from the perspective of the Baker Street Irregulars. Very cool. I definitely want to check that out.
Interesting.
Yeah. Official trailer for the Hulu original documentary Sasquatch, premiering April 20th. Follows investigative journalist David Holthouse as he attempts to solve a bizarre 25-year-old triple homicide that was said to be the work of a mythical creature. Interesting. A true crime meets Sasquatch story. I'm down for that.
I'm so annoyed it's on Hulu though.
Oh, yeah, it's on Hulu. Well, I guess I'll never see that. Oh, well.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, that sounds so cool. I'm sad I won't see it now.
Yeah. Official trailer for the Shudder original series Dead House Dark, premiering April 29th. A series of 6 short horror stories. Yes. Series of 6 short horror stories anchored by a woman who receives a mystery box from the dark web and then discovers the sinister secret it holds. There's so many videos on YouTube of supposed dark web mystery boxes. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. It's great.
That'd be kind of neat if it played in the old Twilight Zone story about, you know, the lady gets a box with a button on it.
Oh, the
And
button.
they said, yeah, the button.
I know the one you're
You
talking
push
about.
this button,
Yeah.
some random person will die, but don't worry, it's nobody you know, and you'll get, all your money problems will be solved.
You'll get like $1 million or something. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. And then, I remember. And then the guy comes, they push the button, and the guy comes, gives them their money. And then he takes the box and says,
he goes, hey, what are you going to do with the box? And
Yeah.
he goes, I'm going to give it to someone else. He goes, oh, but don't worry. It's nobody you know.
Yeah. It'll be someone you don't even know.
Apparently, Princess Reagan said they made a movie about it.
About what?
One of those boxes. They made a movie about it.
Oh, okay. Like one of the mystery boxes?
Yeah. The box. Oh,
the box. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, no, there's a thing been going on YouTube with all the hoopla about the dark web and all the horrible things that allegedly go on there.
Hoopla!
So, some enterprising YouTubers cashed in on it with this thing about, I ordered this box off the dark web. Let's see what weird things are in it. And then, of course, it's all bullshit, but it's all fun, So,
yeah.
There we go.
An empty soda can.
An empty soda can. This could be from a murderer.
Yeah, like that.
Let's see here. Official trailer. Official trailer for the latest live-action video game adaptation, Dynasty Warriors. Directed by Roy Chow, based on a script by Christine To. The film will pit game heroes Liu Bei, Guan Yu, and Zhang Fei against the powerful Lu Bu. The film will hit Hong Kong cinemas on April 29th, with no word yet on a Western release. All right, cool.
interesting.
I have a feeling this is going to be one of those movies that's going to stay. Because I don't really... I don't really see this panning out well here.
Well, it's not,
even though Dynasty Warriors is a known franchise, but
it's
man,
not,
I
it's
just
not
really
huge here.
I really want someone to make it a series based on the Three Kingdoms period that for Netflix, so I can fucking see a really in depth sometime dive into, because you don't understand, it's like a 50-year period or something. It's like generations of people. It's like this.
Oh yeah.
Be fast. Drama, it's it's not just and Dynasty Warriors is a very small part of that. It's the battles of those.
Yes. Well, it's like
Sounds
a
like really
fighting
like a
game, I think, isn't it?
Going or anything?
What's that?
Do you have any downloads going or something? Because you're freezing and
You're chopping a lot. Yeah, you gotta stop those before
I got
we
it.
start. Yeah.
I forgot to turn off the thing.
There you go.
Okay, and finally, sneak peek trailer for the second season of the Adult Swim series, Tuca and Birdie, premiering summer 2021. Very, very excited to see that. I love the first season. What a wonderful show. So glad that it got picked up. And by Adult Swim, too, which is perfect. Perfect venue for them. They can keep it just as raunchy as the Netflix series was. Excellent. Then in movie and TV news, in a recent interview, producer Fade Alvarez revealed what condition we'll find Leatherface in the next installment of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He says it's a direct sequel, and it is the same character. Meaning it's a direct sequel to the original, by the way. They're kind of going the Halloween route with this. The producer also confirmed that the film is set years after the original events, focusing on Old Man Leatherface. Oh, cool.
Doing this again.
Nice. Alvarez also said that the film had opted for an old-school approach in terms of the style of the film. Everything is classic, old-school gags, the producer explained. A lot of the approach that we had with Evil Dead 2013. Yeah. Never VFX, to do everything on camera.
Oh, thank you. The previous movie, Texas Chainsaw 3D, was also a sequel to the original movie.
Anyway. Okay, cool. Additionally, actress Olwen Fuere, who was previously starred in the recent film Mandy alongside Nicolas Cage, has been cast as Sally Hardesty, the final girl from the original film. Very cool.
What? Vandalism? Are you fucking kidding me?
The casting. She's playing Red Dead Redemption. Anyway,
That is great.
the casting for Marvel's Secret Invasion series for Disney Plus is underway. As One Night at Miami star Kingsley Ben-Adir will play the antagonist in the series. The crossover comic event series showcases a faction of shape-shifting Skrulls who have been infiltrating Earth for years. I was wondering if they were going to do something with Secret Invasion. I wasn't expecting it to be a series. I thought it would be maybe Phase 4, but apparently...
I thought it'd be like the Avengers Phase 4 ending, right?
Yeah, and we'd all be we'd see bits of it in the movies leading up to it.
It's interesting. That could be like Secret Invasion, could be like the show that culminates in a movie, Avengers movie.
Maybe.
That'd be kind of cool.
Well, I mean, they're all connected, right? It's all part of the same thing, so...
I mean, I'm going to be watching Guardians 1 in my rewatch this week. So
nice.
It's like,
oh, I love Guardians. That's great.
Slowly making my way through. But there will be WandaVision. There will be Falcon.
Yeah.
In the Winter Soldier.
Oh, yeah.
Which I love the title of because it's Falcon and the Snowman. Anyway.
Yes, correct. WWE superstar, excuse me, Charlotte Flair has signed on for a made-for-TV remake of the 1973 film Walking Tall. She will play a Tucson cop who finds herself caught in a web of fraud, exploitation, and murder, and is forced to go full vigilante to protect her hometown from falling victim to modern corruption. The film has been remade a few times before, notably in 2004 with professional wrestler Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. David Icke, one of the exec producers of the 2003 version of Battlestar Galactica and a number of its spin-offs, will develop the project. Interesting.
Oh, lost one.
Audie Muschietti's
interesting. I hope they do like some sort of gender swap thing where everything, because the first movie it's just mostly dudes. Like the girls are kind of the ladies are like ancillary. So I just want them to do the exact opposite, like a bunch of badass mean ladies being mean to Charlotte. And
well,
Charlotte
it sounds like that's exactly what they're doing.
That's what I want. That's exactly what I want.
Yeah. So, okay. So Audie Muschietti's upcoming Flash film has lost one of its cast, but gained two as well. Due to scheduling conflicts, actor Billy Crudup will not be reprising his role as Barry Allen's father, Henry Allen, from Snyder's Justice League. However, Kiersey Clemons, who played Iris West in Snyder's Justice League, will return to the role. Additional Pan's Labyrinth actress Maribel Verdú will play Barry's mother. All right. Actress Natasha Lyonne will star in a mystery series for Peacock that hails from Rian Johnson. Johnson will serve as writer, director, and executive producer on the one-hour series, which is titled Poker Face, with Lyonne executive producing in addition to starring. Peacock has ordered 10 episodes. The series is being described as a character-driven Case of the Week program. This will be Ryan's first foray into writing for television, but he has previously directed episodes of Breaking Bad.
Pardon?
CBS has... Oh, this is new. I didn't know about this. CBS has greenlit a pilot order for the series True Lies. As expected, the show will be an extended retelling of the 1994 action film that starred Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis. Interesting. Speaking of pilots, Showtime has given a formal pilot green light to Let the Right One In, a vampire drama starring Demian Bichir, who played Bob in 2015's The Hateful Eight, inspired by the best-selling 2004 novel by Swedish author John Ajvide Lindqvist.
That guy's gonna be happy it's the third time his book's been adapted.
Yeah, no kidding, eh? And its 2008 Swedish film adaptation. The series centers on a father, Mark, and his 12-year-old daughter, whose lives were changed forever 10 years earlier when she was turned into a vampire. Locked in at age 12, perhaps forever, Eleanor lives a closed-in life, able to go out only at night, while her father does his best to provide her with the minimal amount of human blood she needs to stay alive. Very cool.
This is interesting. Now this has a chance to be the best adaptation of the novel since it's going to be a series.
If we could do a more thorough adaptation, yeah.
And because it's probably a limited series for at least the first season, and probably at least adapt to it. Maybe it's popular to do more, but like,
yeah.
John,
I want to see it.
I've seen
Have
this.
you seen
I've seen this.
Let Me In?
I've seen Let Me In. I haven't seen Let the Right One In. I have both.
I've seen Let the Right One, but not Let Me In.
Okay. I liked Let Me In. I
like Let the Right One In.
What's her face? Chloe Grace Moritz as the vampire girl. So Yeah.
It changed the setting, but I
It's very-
liked what setting they changed to, so I'm interested in seeing it.
It's very good.
Well,
And
yeah,
actually-
it changes the setting, but other than that, most things are basically the same.
I like the setting that they've changed it to. Is my point though.
It's very good, and also notable in that it was Hammer Films' return to feature films.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that was a Hammer film, wasn't it?
They did Beyond the Rave a couple years earlier as the web series, but it was the first like theatrical film that they did since coming back.
Beyond the Rave. Good lord, I remember the reviews on that. I haven't seen it, but the reviews on that were bad.
I don't care about the reviews.
I know,
But,
me either, but
yeah. It's Hammer, so I'm sure it's going to be fine. It's just a little different.
it'll be fun. Like whatever.
And to be honest, a lot of the reviews at the time were because it was Hammer and it wasn't Gothic horror, so people were just mad because it wasn't what they were expecting. And,
That's true.
You know, so there was
Expectations. Ugh.
yeah, and it's just like that's. So I'm gonna just judge it on its
If you're
own
right
merit.
about your expectations as a reviewer, I think you've failed at your job, perhaps.
Yeah, I'm just gonna judge
You
it
go
on
and,
its
like,
own
just-
merits.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't know.
Harsh
I'm
but
just talking
fair.
shit. Whatever. I don't work for anybody, so I'm, what do I know?
Streaming giant Netflix has slowly rolled out a new test to limit password sharing. If Netflix detects that someone is trying to use the account without being an account owner, they'll be asked to verify later, or verify being an account owner through an email or text code. If someone is unable to verify account ownership within a certain time frame, they won't be able to stream any Netflix content. Instead, they'll be asked to make their own account. While this may not prevent all password sharing, hypothetically, an account owner could send their friend the code as it comes through. The idea is that it will prevent some password sharing.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you can actually
There
do an automated bot, like
Oh,
automatically.
okay,
forward
shush,
the
shush, shush.
message.
Oh my god, this next item. In home video news, Ralph Bakshi's directorial debut, 1972's Fritz the Cat, and its subsequent sequel, The Nine Lives of Fritz the Cat from 1974, will both be getting the Blu-ray treatment from Kino Lorber. The releases are scheduled for later this year. Thank fucking God. It's about time.
You
Holy
didn't see it, but I
shit.
posted it in Cram. I posted that in Cram.
I didn't see it in Cram. But anyway.
Isn't Kino Lorber great?
Kino Lorber is wonderful. I've been wanting.
Scorpion's doing 9 Lives too.
Because I've been looking, those only came out on DVD, and the DVDs are long out of print. And this is wonderful.
On Thursday,
that'll be day one
literally
purchases for me.
the day before this announcement, me and my friend were talking, and she asked me what the top 5 criterions would be. I'm like, I want a Ralph Bakshi box set.
That'd be great, yeah.
Right, but I mean that's okay as long as they please let the rest of the movies get released.
Yeah.
You
There's
know?
a few, but there's some that I'd love to see on Blu-ray, like American
Me too.
Pop, Heavy
Please.
Traffic.
Please, I had a Blu-ray and it's not
yeah.
in print though.
Oh, is it? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Shout Factory released that.
Yeah, and then there's we did get Lord of the Rings, which I still have to pick up. But
I have.
Yeah, but American
only one
Pop,
I have.
American Pop,
And Wizards.
and Wizards. Yeah, I have Wizards. But yeah, there's so many other great films he did that we really need in high def.
I would love to see the unused footage for Last Days of Coney Island, since it's like.
And I guess we got Fire.
Started over.
We got Fire and Ice as well. So
I don't have that in DVD. I wish I had that Blu-ray.
I need to get that. You can still get it.
I know. I wish I'd gotten the Rock and Roll Blu-ray, not Ralph Bakshi. We're just thinking about it.
I kind of lump it in the same thing though, like those independent animated films that dared to push the envelope back in the '80s. Love Rock and Roll.
Absolutely, Rock and Roll is awesome.
I have the DVD that came out prior to that.
It's another one I would not fight going into Criterion Collection.
Yeah.
Very good movie.
That'd be great. Yeah. So yeah, that's really good news. Definitely gonna grab those. In renewal news, at Sci-Fi's Resident Alien, starring Alan Tudyk, has been renewed for another season, so a second season. Hulu's Animaniacs has been renewed for a third season. Wait, a third season? There's been 2 seasons of that already?
Yep.
Where the hell have I been? And of course, I haven't seen
Doing
it
this
because
show?
it's on fucking Hulu. And The Simpsons has been renewed for its 34th and 35th season. Madness.
That show will never end. Ever.
It'll only end when the cast literally dies. Like they'll be doing it forever. In streaming news, the following were released on their respective streaming services this week. A little thing called Zack Snyder's Justice League you might have heard a thing or two about.
We may have just briefly mentioned.
The 4-hour conclusion to the filmmaker's take on the world of DC hit HBO Max. For those waiting for the home video release, it's scheduled to hit store shelves within the next few months. That's definitely one I'll pick up.
1,000%.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, but I'll probably pick it up anyway.
Well, I don't have HBO Max, so I can't see it. So, but yeah. The first episode of Marvel's The Falcon and Winter Soldier hit Disney Plus this week. So that's one that's been eagerly anticipated. Falcon and the Winter Snowman, yeah.
Oh, God.
And finally, on April 2nd, Disney Plus will begin streaming a number of lesser-known Star Wars titles, such as both seasons of Gennady Tartakovsky's Clone Wars series. That's pretty cool. That hasn't been seen in a long time, unless you have the DVD, of course. Both seasons of Star Wars Ewoks. Well, droids? Hello, droids?
That's what I said.
The same thing. The story of the faithful Wookiee and the Ewok movies. Caravan of Courage and the Battle of Endor. Okay, yeah, but that's great and all, but droids? Hello?
That would be the perfect time, JL. Now is literally the perfect time, JL.
Yeah.
JL, now is the time. Now is the time, JL.
So they have the Ewok. So the Ewok movies. Yep. So they're streaming the Ewok movies, eh? Those Ewok movies, finally.
Unbelievable.
Oh my God.
It's unbelievable that they're streaming the Ewok movies.
Hello? Are you there, McFly?
Nope. Not gonna happen.
Jail has failed us. Okay. Anyway. So in memoriam, we lost a few people this week. We'll do the video game news at the end again. I think it works a little better that way. We end on a high note instead of a depressing note.
Yeah, the transition was awkward last week.
Yes.
Yeah. Well. All right then. Okay.
So we lost Isidore Mankovsky this week, cinematographer with a 40-year career between 1967 and 2007.
Unbelievable.
Now.
This guy says he's a Star Wars fan, but he doesn't even have the Ewok movies.
So late.
Those
Great
are the
timing,
best ones.
JL.
How can you call yourself a real Star Wars fan if you don't have the original Ewok
We gave
movies?
you so much time.
Troll. He's an elaborate troll.
Okay, we'll just start that over again. So, we lost Isidore Mankovsky this week, a cinematographer with a 40-year career between 1967 and 2007. He started his first union job stateside with the 1973 horror sequel Scream, Blackula, Scream, which I really like that one. I like both the Blackula movies, actually. Then went on a tear with 1979's The Muppet Movie, 1980's Somewhere in Time, starring Christopher Reeve, 1985's Better Off Dead, and many others. His credits
Somewhere in Time is underrated. Sorry.
Yes. His credits include Captains and Kings from 1976, Columbo, How to Dial a Murder from 1978, Ewoks, The Battle for Endor in 1985, and Caravan of Courage in 1984. This is just all, wow. Additionally, he shot more than 200 educational movies for Encyclopedia Britannica. Isidore made it to the ripe old age of 90. So many references to the Ewoks movies here. We lost Marvelous Marvin Hagler, professional boxer and film actor who competed in boxing from 1973 to 1987. He reigned as an undisputed middleweight champion from 1980 to 1987, making 12 successful defenses of that title, and holds the highest knockout percentage of all undisputed middleweight champions at 78%, while also holding the longest unified championship reign in boxing history at 12 consecutive defenses. Hagler is an inductee of the International Boxing Hall of Fame and the World Boxing Hall of Fame. After leaving the boxing ring, Hagler moved to Italy, where he became a well-known star of action films. His roles included a U.S. Marine in the films 1989's Indio and Indio 2 in 1991. In 1997, he starred alongside Terence Hill and Giselle Blondet in Virtual Weapon. Very cool. We also lost Norton Juster, academic, architect, and writer with a 50-year career between 1960 and 2021. He was best known as an author of children's books, notably for The Phantom Toll Booth and The Dot and the Line. Norton made it to the ripe old age of 91. We also lost Sabine Schmitz, German racing driver and television personality, nicknamed the Queen of Nürburgring for her estimated 20,000 laps of the 20.8-kilometer track over her lifetime, including as a driver of the BMW Ring Taxi. Made several guest appearances on BBC's Top Gear, the most famous being where she completed a 10-minute lap in a commercial van on a challenge by the hosts. Later guest hosted the program starting in 2016, as well as co-hosting the German motoring show D-Motor. Passed away after a courageous battle with cancer at the age of 51. That's far too young.
Fuck cancer.
Yeah. Also lost Yasuo Otsuka, Japanese animator with a 6.5-decade-long career between 1956 and 2021. He worked with Toei Animation, TMS Entertainment, and Studio Ghibli throughout his career. His works included many, but he is most attached to the Lupin III franchise, working on such entries as the Lupin III pilot film from 1967, 1978's Lupin III, The Mystery of Mamo, and 1979's Lupin III, The Castle of Cagliostro, and many others. I love all of those. Otsuka would use his experience to mentor famous protégés like Hayao Miyazaki and Isao Takahata, who would go on to co-found Studio Ghibli. Yasuo made it to the ripe old age of 89. Raptor's note says, through my research, I found out the man also worked on the first anime I ever saw as a child, 1989's Little Nemo in the Adventures of Slumberland. Much respect.
That movie, by the way, is on Amazon Prime if anybody wants to see it.
Very good. Last but most definitely not least, we lost Yaphet Kotto this week. Legendary actor with a 4.5-decade-long career between 1963 and 2008. Known for numerous film roles as well as starring in the NBC television series Homicide: Life on the Street as Lieutenant Al Giardello. He's probably best remembered as Parker from Ridley Scott's 1979 opus Alien and the Arnold Schwarzenegger science fiction action film The Running Man from 1987. He preferred Dr. Katanga and Mr. Big in the 1973 James Bond film Live and Let Die. He appeared opposite Robert De Niro in the comedy thriller Midnight Run as FBI agent Alonzo Mosley. In 1991, he took part in another horror franchise in Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare. He's probably one of the best parts of that movie. In 2014, Kotto came out of retirement to reprise his role as Parker in the Alien Isolation DLC, Crew Expendable. Yaphet made it to the ripe old age of 81. Yeah, he was awesome. He was an awesome actor. And that is it for the memoriams this week. In video game news, what's on the screen this week, Eric? There's no joke here. I honestly don't know what was on the screen last week. Was it Charles in Charge, the video game?
There was a video game?
God,
Wait,
I hope not.
An NES game, right? Oh, my God.
Yeah. But if there was, I'm sure that's what it would have been.
Yes. Because the plot of Charles in Charge makes just such an amazing game.
Well, especially for like an action platform shooter.
I need a Goodfellas platformer, please. Thank you.
Goodfellas platformer.
I mean, Dick Tracy got one. Why not? Same
Yes,
thing.
Yes.
Because if you're trying to carry someone's like
Exactly
severed
the
head and trash
same.
back over in the desert. Wait, what?
And our lives. I was like,
Or go get your fucking shine box scene.
Oh God.
so
Goodfellas fighting game.
I totally blanked out there for a second.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
So what's on the screen?
Little Thunder Force 4.
Thunder Force. It looks
Right.
shooty.
Lightning Force.
Lightning.
Lightning Force, yes.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah.
That looks awesome. I love a good side-scrolling shooter.
This is a great shmup.
Shmup. Love a shmup.
Because you're a shmup.
Yep.
Anyway.
Totally.
What do you news? What do we got going here?
I don't know. You tell us.
The first thing I'm going to start off is actually a bit of news that I mentioned to Sean before we went live because I couldn't wait.
Okay.
And that is there is a brand new Doctor Who game.
Oh yes.
It was released yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And I was watching a friend of mine live stream it, and it's from the same people who made the game Simulacra.
Yes.
And actually follows the same format. It's the same type of game.
Which you guys might recall I played a few Halloweens ago. It's the one where you found the cell phone and there's like a mystery and there's might be something supernatural going on. It's really cool.
And so this is Doctor Who: The Lonely Assassins.
Ah.
And it says building on the terrifying legacy of the Weeping Angels, first encountered in the iconic story Blink. Doctor Who: The Lonely Assassins is a thrilling found phone mystery developed by the award-winning creators of Sarah's Missing and Simulacra.
Nice.
And it talks about the features here. Original Doctor Who story, working alongside Petronella Osgood.
Okay, yeah, I know who that is.
Played by Ingrid Oliver.
Yep, that's the actress from the show.
To investigate mysterious events, also featuring Finlay Robertson and Larry Nightingale as special appearances by Jodie Whittaker and as the voice of the Doctor.
Nice.
Picking up where the iconic episode Blink left off, the Weeping Angels are back to unleash terror once again, confront and threat. Confront a threat.
I think it's a threat, yeah.
Yeah, it's a typo. Like never before, no phone is safe.
And I see it's on Steam for about $5.
Yep.
Well,
it's actually there's a limited time launch 25% discount if you buy it.
Well, shit, I should get that.
So
I mean, it's only $5. I can do.
It's only $5.
A telephone-based horror game where you're fighting off weeping angels.
Exactly.
It's an official license game,
and it's officially licensed. Yes.
Yeah,
I dissociated there for a bit.
Yes.
Official. Cool.
Official game.
Officially.
I'm just really tired of all these really great fan games disappearing because fucking rights holders can't fucking be chill.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, the game is free.
This is something on Steam though. They wouldn't accept it if it wasn't officially licensed.
Yeah, I guess so. That's true.
So
I can't wait to finally get to that fucking episode so I can understand the context of every goddamn meme.
Yes. Let's make plans to get back to Doctor Who. We should do that.
That's entirely in your court, my friend.
I know. If I don't. You gotta remind me. I forget.
Next bit of news here.
Okay.
Moving on. The highly anticipated Gotham Knights game has been delayed to 2022.
Rather a good game. Yeah.
They did an official announcement on Twitter saying that they've noticed past games being rushed out and pretty much want to avoid that mistake.
Yeah, that makes sense. And that's fine.
And they're just saying they're letting it cook. They're letting it cook much longer than probably what it needs to, but they just want to make absolutely sure.
That's fine with me.
So yeah, delayed 2022. So next year. We finally got what Marvel was working on to get people to play Marvel's Avengers again. And being released later this year is the first expansion, Black Panther: War for Wakanda.
Oh, very nice.
The expansion trailer has been revealed, and it looks fantastic. They don't really show much. They show a little bit of Wakanda. They show Black Panther come out, pull out his blades, and that's it. So yeah, looks good. And so that's how they're gonna drag people back in. By the claws. Anyway.
Literally.
Literally. Next thing here, being released June 1st on all major platforms, we have Necromunda. Is I guess that's way I'm gonna.
Necrom, really?
Yeah, Necromunda Hired Gun.
Ooh, kind of game, kind of game.
I literally put very heavy metal feeling mixed with Doom with fast action.
Interesting, because Necromunda is like this game of like would be perfect for like an XCOM style game because it's literally how the major game plays.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
but anyway, that's cool too. That's
so
action
this is
like
a very
shooter thing.
fast-paced, very Doom-like first-person shooter with a grapple mechanic. You could grapple, fling all over the
Interesting.
place.
Oh, neat.
Well, so Necromunda is like this. You're like so. There's like these mega cities, right? Those are on the surface. That's where all the rich people live.
Yeah.
All the poor people, all the unfortunates, all the mutants. They're not in the there's like this whole section like here's like the underworks and the industrial area, and then there's under that called the Undercity. That's where all the not wanted people go.
So it's
Yeah,
like
it's
So that's probably where it's at.
so it's like Alita Battle Angel then.
Yeah, a little bit.
Where
It's
the,
just like
the
a
rich people
the
are up in
cyberpunk
this cloud
dystopia.
city
Yeah,
and
with
everybody else is
cyberpunk
down below.
mixed with. And the
It's-
best way I can describe it is it's Borderlands mixed with Tank Girl mixed with it's all of that kind of like futuristic, dirty.
It's in the 40K universe though, so there's like
Oh,
there's gonna be that
interesting.
kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in the
So I
world.
wonder.
So will
I don't
this
think
be
it'll-
the cyberpunk game that we were supposed to get?
probably.
There's a big update coming out for that apparently, Cyberpunk. But,
Yeah.
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 To be fair,
just waiting
it's
for
gonna
the
do.
update,
It's gonna
honestly.
have a good No Man's Sky kind of turnaround and end up being a good game. at
I'm
the
sure
end.
it will. I never doubt it. I think it's a good game now, just a little
I-
you know.
I wait.
needs
After
some
the update, I'll
tweaking.
try reinstalling it. It's
Needs
literally
some
because like
tweaking.
I couldn't run it before. You know,
Really.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you try to get it to run.
it crashes every like 5 minutes.
Oh wow, that's not good.
Ah!
Wow,
It's like-
sad.
It's
Shoot that out of your nose or something. Oh.
And that was even after they did like the stability. They did like an emergency push patch, and all it did was like now I can play for 30 minutes. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's
cool.
it. I played it on launch day and it was fine. It
Yeah.
launched.
Yeah.
I played fine. The
I have a
stability
good computer. It's new. It's just
The stability patch that they released to fix the crashing made mine crash.
Yeah, I remember that.
Uh,
Suddenly you couldn't run.
I mean, like the
Yeah.
game was more stable after stability patch, but it was still crashed every 30-something minutes or whatever instead.
I literally got
I got a
that.
different error instead.
I got that couldn't even launch error box that showed up.
There was one, so like there's one point where you can like just interact. So you know when there's that bar, you can go upstairs and there's the whole walkway upstairs.
Yeah.
Like, very early beginning.
Yeah.
You would talk to one guy in the corner and
Mhm.
that would crash my game every time.
Wow.
Just hitting the interact button with that guy. Okay.
Wow. That's like right at the beginning, like the thing that kind
Yeah.
of
That's
I mean,
sets
he's
the
not even
story
walking out
in
of your
motion.
It's not the person that you have to get the information from. It's like the guy across from him.
Yeah.
So it's not important, but like I was like, why can't I talk to this person? And it kept crashing my game.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done with that.
Yeah,
it's like you
that's
walking out of your apartment and you're
unfortunate.
like, no, shut up. Moving
No,
away
I-
from you.
The game looks great for the time I was playing it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Like,
So yes, Necromunda, hired gun. I said that correct. Right? Necromunda.
yeah, Necromunda. Yeah.
Wow.
I was because I was.
So it's these so technically the game's these miniatures game with like these hive gangers they're called. And they're just like these various themed gangs that battle each other over territories.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the whole Necromunda game. So like it could have been an XCOM game with a story and that would have been perfect, honestly. But
Cool.
you know, having an action game is cool too. I mean, I'm excited for it. You can have to fight gangers 1 on 10 or whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
Hell yeah.
like your whole gang's gonna get wiped out and you got to go on a vengeance spree or something, right? Like,
Hell yeah.
stoked for that.
This next one, I know a lot of people have been waiting for this. A lot of people have been waiting for the next game in the series. Being released September 10th on all major platforms. Life is Strange: True Colors.
Oh, the
Nice.
third Life is Strange. Yeah. I still got to play the second one.
I'm not going to say anything about
the
this.
prequel.
I'm just gonna request everybody in chat, everybody here, go watch that trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like a 4-minute long trailer. It's good.
I have to play the rest of them. I really enjoyed the first one. My crazy
I'm one of those people-
all-day marathon of playing the entire thing.
Never
Yep.
once in my life have I actually played a Life is Strange game,
Oh,
but I know every single story. I've watched from beginning to end people play it,
yeah.
and it's one of those games that is absolutely fantastic to watch someone
The
play.
story
Well,
is
it's-
so good.
Yeah, it's very
They are
cinematic.
Oh my
so
god.
good. Just
Yeah.
pick, just even if you don't play the games, interested in the story, when the game comes out, go find your favorite, YouTuber that plays games from beginning to end, and watch their playthroughs.
Yeah. Well,
Because
that's why those of us who do that exist, is because some people are players, some people are watchers. So
Yeah. When it comes to games like this, I'm definitely a watcher. I will just curl up in bed and just like sit there for hours and just
yeah,
just absorb the story.
Fuck yeah.
good stuff.
So yeah. So and also just now the graphics they have they haven't really moved on from the kind of cartoony CGI, not CGI,
Mhm.
wrong term. Oh my god, what's the term for it? Where something looks cartoony, cell shaded.
So
Shit.
A more cell shaded look to it, and it has a more realistic look to the characters.
yeah.
That kind of weird glow on the characters, like the old Telltale games did.
Okay. Yeah.
Interesting.
They're steering away from that now. Like the characters, their lips actually look like they're talking, and it looks more like Detroit Become Human levels of
Wow.
detail. So, but still keeps that simplistic look to it. Like characters don't have a crazy amount of detail on the face, but
Mhm.
they look like really, really detailed people.
Yeah.
So it's like a weird middle ground. Yeah, just it looked fantastic,
Mhm.
and I can tell the story is going to be pretty fucking epic.
Mhm. Cool.
So anyway, moving on. The Nintendo Switch is releasing a Neo Geo Pocket or Neo Geo Pocket Collection,
Ah,
Part 1. So there's going to be more.
interesting.
Now, the Neo Geo Pocket is a platform I've never really played. The only memories I have of it is seeing a Toonami video game review when they used to do video game reviews. And they did randomly, this was in like 1997, they did a review of Metal Slug for the Neo Geo Pocket.
Mhm.
And I remember seeing that, and that was my first ever I had ever seen anything Metal Slug. I had no idea what Neo Geo was. I had no idea what Metal Slug was.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
this was my introduction to it. And I remember I had just gotten into emulating. I had a Game Boy emulator to play Pokemon back in like 1998, and
We all did. Feel no
And-
shame.
using my dial-up internet
Who
connection.
didn't? I had a fucking 386 to the Game Boy emulator. I had a real Game Boy. I just didn't have the
Oh,
Pokemon.
so did I.
for it.
I had a physical
Yeah.
copy of Red.
It
but,
took me like a year of saving to finally get money, and by the time I think Yellow had come out, that's how I got Yellow. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I had an official copy of Red.
Parents refused to buy it for me.
That's how I played. That's how I played
I ain't gonna buy you no
Blue.
Pokemans.
Yellow and I believe it was not sure. Silver, I think is what it was. When Silver, actually, I played it about a month before it was released in the U.S.
Yes, I remember when that first was like announced. Pokemon was really big back then, and the U.S. market hadn't really heard much about the new Pokemon game that was already out in Japan.
Yeah, Gold and Silver at the time.
But we knew it was coming to the U.S., and there were already ROMs of Gold and Silver,
Mhm.
like on
With
on the
very-
internet.
And translated ones. Like
Yeah,
immediately.
poorly
Yeah.
translated ones.
Me and a buddy of mine. Note here. Me and a buddy of mine
Oh, I got
actually
it.
played and beat Silver with a shoddy English translation that wasn't even fully translated. So like Steelix, the evolution of Onyx, was called like Haganero or something.
I remember Meryl was called Pika Blue.
Pika
I remember
Blue
Pika Blue.
And,
Right.
instead of Meryl, but yeah, we played it and we beat it before it was released in the U.S. About I'd say about a week or so before we got the official release. And that was like I was the cool kid on the block there. They're like, "Oh my God, Silver's coming out in a week." I'm like, "Yeah, me and Jake, we already beat it." Fuck you. I was like, this is 9-year-old me trying to be a badass.
And
But,
succeeding.
Yeah, hell yeah. Quack gets it. But anyway, so the games that are included on the Neo Geo Pocket collection here for the Switch, they're including SNK Gals Fighters, which is a lot of these games are actually fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sad that the Neo Geo Pocket did not take off in the US.
For a second, I thought you were going to say not Gal Gun, but Gunnack.
No, not Gun.
That's an NES game that they need to add to the fucking NES channel on the Switch. But anyway, regardless.
So yeah, SNK Gals Fighters, Samurai Showdown 2, King of Fighters R2, The Last Blade Beyond the Destiny, Fatal Fury First Contact, SNK vs. Capcom The Match for the Millennium, Metal Slug First Mission and Metal Slug Second Mission, Dark Arms, and Big Tournament Golf / Neo Turf Masters.
Huh. Are you okay, Sean?
Still no Ninja Combat. Pass.
Now, mind you, this is part 1. There's still hope. So.
Maybe.
No, the one thing that's kind of surprising, and with your Ninja Combat, for me, this is the first time in almost any of these Neo Geo collections, either it'd be the Pocket, SNK, just whatever collections they release. This is the first time I've seen fucking Neo Turf Masters.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's always been open. It's always been open tournament golf, and Neo Turf Masters is so much fucking better.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's like, don't care, no.
So I was trying to feel your pain there.
Oh, okay. But then you got your Neo Turf Masters. I'm
I got
still
the Pocket version.
I still have no Ninja Combat.
They didn't even put Neo Turf Masters, mind you, on the big SNK arcade release with the, that they didn't put
Ninja Combat.
No.
Ninja Combat when?
There's another one was
hopefully they get
Sengoku.
released.
There's another really good one. There was like 2 or 3 of those, I think. I used to play the first one a lot.
I believe on the Neo Geo Mini, it has Sengoku 2.
Yeah, great.
So that was the heaviest forlorn sigh ever. I kind of agreed. Yeah, pretty close
Forlorn
to it.
sigh.
But anyway,
I just like listen to the list, like
Oh.
and then you get to the end, it's like and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, still no Ninja Combat.
And
Yeah.
as I said, we have a Volume 2 coming out, so hope for Ninja Combat there.
Yes. Here's
Come
hoping.
on, Volume
So the next one here, PlayStation with its contributions for people who are staying home during the ongoing pandemic, has initiated PlayStation Play at Home.
Ah.
Oh, I can't
Now,
wait for these.
these are a list so far of about 10 games that they are giving away for free
Oh wow.
that you do not need a
Free.com.
PlayStation
Free.
Plus account to keep.
Nice.
These are just free games. This is along the same lines of when they got hacked back on the PS3, and they gave away a couple games as like, sorry, we've been gone for 2 months.
Yeah. That's how I got Infamous. And Super
So-
Stardust HD. Or no, Wipeout HD? One of them.
Wait till you hear these titles.
Yeah,
Wait
yeah.
till you hear these titles.
Alright.
I'm
I'm
not
all
gonna go.
ears.
They have specific times of when they're available. You can find these on PlayStation's blog. They're all over the place. I'm just gonna list off the games.
Someone remind us.
It's over
in
the next
Discord.
few weeks, basically.
Yeah.
Actually, over the course of March and April.
Yeah.
And so the games are as follows: the remake of Ratchet and Clank,
Oh wow.
Abzu,
That one I knew because I already had.
Enter the Gungeon, Res Infinite, Subnautica,
Oh.
That was the one I was like,
Subnautica. Wow.
Yeah. Subnautica, The Witness, one VR game, which is Astrobot Rescue Mission,
Okay.
Moss, Thumper. Do you remember Thumper?
I have no recollection of Thumper.
That is that rhythm. It's a rhythm game where he plays that little like weird beetle that's running along a rail.
Oh,
And
that's
you have to,
neat.
and you have to like like bump back and forth to the music.
Mm-hmm.
Or bump back and forth to the music.
Oh, okay.
Paper Beast. And the last but not least, and this is also a big one, like the Ratchet and Clank, Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition.
What? I just
Yeah,
bought that.
yeah.
God damn it.
Wait, say that again?
Everybody point and laugh.
Wait, what did you say? What is it again?
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Sucker.
Oh,
Horizon Zero Dawn
I really want that
Yeah.
game.
Well, that's
It'll be
okay. I got it
available
on
for you.
disc, so that's fine.
Someday when I get a
Cool.
PS4.
Don't
Yeah.
worry, Sean. I also bought it. So
To be fair, I only paid $10 for it, and it's the complete edition with all the DLC.
Probably
that's
just
so.
kind
put it
of
on
one of the
Steam,
reasons
honestly.
why it's being given away for free.
I want the
'cause
Steam version so I can stream
It's
it.
already down to like $10 on sale. So like,
Yeah.
Well, also it
Yeah.
helps. It helps to cross promote the second one, which just
yes,
came out,
which is
so,
coming out soon. Yeah.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
it's
these
coming
games will
soon.
be
yeah.
available free of charge and is yours to keep forever.
Yeah.
And as soon as you redeem them, you do not need to hold an active PlayStation Plus subscription to have them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just for everybody. Yeah. That's awesome.
You can actually go get Ratchet and Clank right now. That's the first one, and it's
Yeah.
on there right now for free.
That's the one that's available right now, and it's available till March 31st.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I'm not going to go through all the dates on these because they kind of overlap each other for the most part. But they're all, like I said, you just go to either PlayStation's blog or just Google it, and you'll see the dates and stuff of when each game's available. And that's it.
Oh my God,
That's
Joe!
so
Stop
news.
it with Star. You don't get Star with Disney Plus in the U.S. because in the U.S. you have Hulu. That's where all of that content goes. It goes onto Hulu. The only reason
And you just keep reminding us
the
of this thing that we
only-
don't like.
The only reason Star exists elsewhere in the world is because we don't have Hulu elsewhere in the world. It is to replace Hulu elsewhere in the world, so we can still get all of that content. You know, there's literally no reason for you to have Star in the U.S. because you have all of the same content on Hulu. There is nothing to be mad about. If you want all that stuff, just subscribe to Hulu. Done.
What are these two doing?
I'm
just
just
taking
sitting here
fucking
like listening to
I
his
just
rant.
he
Like,
keeps going on and on about why don't we get Star in the U.S. because you have Hulu.
And he thinks it stars the page channel.
It's not
which is a totally
Stars.
different thing.
Stars is owned by Anchor Bay. It's like a streaming service that Anchor Bay has. It's nothing to do with
Yeah.
Disney Plus.
Is it the other way around? I think Anchor Bay was or I think Stars and Anchor Bay.
One
Maybe
of them
Stars
owns
does
the
name.
other.
Whatever.
Yeah,
One,
anyway.
one of them owns one of them. I
Yeah,
just know
they're the
that
same company over there.
They're the
That's all
same
that matters.
company, really. Yeah.
One owns the other. Someone owns somebody. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's all owned by. I think yeah. And
I just get
So,
so tired.
pick
He
up-
keeps going on and on and on about it, and like,
keep asking each person individually.
well, and that too. It's like stop asking.
Stop it.
No,
Pickups.
nobody cares because everyone who wants
There's
that
only
content
Pickups now.
has Hulu. There you go.
Pickups.
I wish Hulu was part of Disney Plus.
Yeah,
Good old
I can do better.
Hulu.
Yeah, it's
Good
not part,
old
nope,
Hulu.
it's not part of Disney Plus, so I don't care.
Pickups. We do have pickups.
Oh yeah, how many do I got?
I don't have any pickups, so I'm gonna go
17
smoke
pickups.
and then I'll be back and you guys can do your pickups.
Pickups.
Nice Superman almost curl there, Quack. Looks good.
Oh, thank you.
Their own boy
Be
wonder.
right back.
Hoolie!
I just spent the last
Hoolie
few
and the
minutes
blowfish.
trying to replace the battery.
What, Quack?
I've been spending the last like 75 minutes quiet and trying to replace the battery. And this is my dad's old iPhone that my sister had,
oh,
Wow.
an iPhone 3GS, and I replaced the battery and the damn thing won't turn.
Ugh.
So
Look at it wrong?
frustrating. No, I mean I went over the steps like 3 times, and I went back each time, and everything was connected. But
that old of an iPhone, it just loses its will to live after a while.
yeah, I mean I don't think there was really anything substantial on there, but
Sean
there
down,
could have been
right?
some
Go
pictures or
here.
something on there.
Where's Sean? How do we turn Sean down again? Oh, I gotta swap him out here. And then I can click here.
I'll be right back.
and down.
Okay,
There we
with
go.
my pickups.
Okay, now I can click. Okay, there. Excellent.
happy birthday to Mick, by the way.
Happy
Hey,
birthday!
you walked away, dude.
Yeah, well, I'll say it again then.
Stout
It's worth saying
ASMR.
twice.
Hooli.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yep, 17. On the
Kino Lover
dot.
sale come in? Order come in?
It
Is that
did.
Bottle of
It did
sake on
indeed.
my desk.
right? When do I get my box?
When everything comes in. And by the way, Indicator and what was the other? Warner have both sent emails saying, by the way, because of the extraordinary response, it's going to take 5 years to send things out to you.
Lovely. That's okay. We still got the vinegar syndrome.
Indicator will probably come in sooner, actually, which is funny. but
Hilarious, honestly.
It's like because they're shipping for whatever reason from the UK is like 2 to 4 day shipping.
I bet you, even with the unprecedented response, they're not nearly the same number of orders as Warner. That's probably the other difference.
I'll put it
And
this
I bet
way,
you'd
right?
have a similar amount of people on staff for like
I
boxing in the warehouse.
at the day before the Indicator sale, actually, two of the things I got picked that are pickups today are from an order I made from Eureka in the UK. It's already here. It's already in my hands.
Wow.
It arrived
Wait,
before the Kino order.
Did I get anything in that sale? I can't remember.
No. There was no real big sale. It was like 2 for $25. It was just 2 Billy Wilder.
Oh, right.
titles.
No, I thought I missed a sale or something. Or I just
They
forgot
were
it.
Billy Wilder titles that were also released by Kino Lorber, but Kino Lorber's versions didn't have as many special features. So I was like, I'm going to get the Eureka versions.
It's kind of like when I bought off of Amazon when I bought Rumble in the Bronx on Blu-ray,
Yeah.
and I got the update from Amazon saying that my package has just shipped as I'm holding it in my hand.
I love when that happens.
And it's just like, yeah, let me know when to get there.
Oh, yeah. I'm waiting for Jungle Trap from Vinegar Syndrome. Though I think it comes out next month. So.
What is a Juggalo?
Jungle Trap? A Jungle
Oh,
Trap.
Jungle.
Just a Jungalo.
I thought you
is a
said
Juggalo?
Juggalo Trap. I was like, what? You bought an ICP movie? Okay.
I mean, what? I wouldn't be
They
above
make
it.
movies.
I wouldn't be above it.
Bungalow,
Are you kidding me?
male
I want to
Jungalo.
see. I want to see Big Money Russells or Hustlers for a long time. Did they even finish Big Money Russells? I don't even know. I knew they announced they were going to do Big Money Russells, but they announced a lot of things they never do. So
Maybe.
Port Shorter.
Sean will be happy to see my first pickup here. But, yeah. Quack, I said when you, before or after you left, I said, happy birthday to Mick.
Oh, thank you.
Like
the
he probably
Mickster.
couldn't hear you because you literally put your headphones down and walked away when you said it.
He had a great day.
Excellent. What did he get for his birthday? What did you get him?
Are there
What
any
did you get him?
nudity on these? No.
He
Okay.
got
I watch a lot of
he got a
shit.
game called Zingo. It's kind of like a play on bingo.
Oh yeah, I've seen Zingo, yeah.
He got this. He's big into Monster Jam right now, so he got this kind of hauler that transformed into this kind of jumpy.
Oh, that thing is so cool! Oh my god, I'm jealous of him. I want one.
His big gift, which I haven't built yet because I'm waiting to make sure we're out of winter, is a John Deere like Power Wheels Gator.
Nice.
Hey, you know what? Say what you want about Monster Jam, Monster Truck culture. Kids love it, and they have done a great job of like putting out toys that kids will love to play with. I mean, when I was a kid, Monster Jam stuff was just starting. When I
It was like
15,
it was like Bigfoot, and that was about it.
Yeah, right. You can get like some there's Bigfoot trading cards, man. I remember those. Those were cool. But like, yeah, like that whole stuff was just starting. Like by the time I was hitting like past its prime age. But, yeah.
That's correct. That's correct, Buster Cherry. ICP does soak everyone in Fago, but that's
Hell yeah.
part of the experience, okay?
Fuck yes.
You say it's a big mistake? No, it's not
That's
a
the
mistake.
point.
That's the
You shouldn't-
experience.
What is?
I swear to fuck, if me and Stat are living alone, I got the money and ICP comes to town, neither of us really listen to their music, but we're going to the show. That's
Like,
a fun
look,
act show.
If you're not walking home with like your shoes sticking to the pavement, squeak, squeak, squeak every
feet in little
step of the
pools
way,
of Fago.
then it's
So,
it's
two
ICP.
questions. What is ICP and what is Faygo?
Insane Clown Posse.
Insane Clown
Oh,
Posse.
okay.
Faygo is a soda
Faygo-
that's sold only in certain parts of the country.
So it's a Midwest soda, and it's
Yeah.
cheap soda, but sold in like what, 3 liters or something
It's
like that.
I
cheap
see.
and
Okay.
more sugary than any other soda.
It tastes
in
delicious, by the
known
way. You
history
can
of
actually-
the universe.
You can probably, if you have like a soda, if you have like one of those boutique soda pop
It
stores,
was-
you can probably find it. They do sell it in glass bottles.
It's not necessarily being a boomer, Seth. They probably just don't have it in Canada.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
don't. They don't even have it in some parts of the U.S. So
Right?
it's a big deal.
You're
in
like
current.
Northwest
So,
America.
during
If
the
you're in the
concert-
U.S.
So you missed it, Sean. But so during the concert, they spray you with Faygo.
Okay.
Like that's part of the experience, and so
I see.
Yeah,
bunch
they
of
buy
kids complaining
a
about that.
bunch of like 2 liters
Faygo.
of
The
Faygo
soda
and
is
just-
called Faygo. Yes.
they have cannons.
Yes.
They have fucking cannons,
Yes.
like water cannons of Faygo. They shoot at you.
Yes.
Yes. So.
I want to go to a concert just 'cause it's an experience. That's sounds like it'd be fun. You know.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, I miss concerts.
You know,
Never been to
miss-
one. Probably never will be.
They're fun.
Other than,
But,
free
you know.
concerts in the park and stuff. But,
It's basically the same thing. Come on.
yeah. Those are fun. Yeah, but it's never
There's just
anybody.
something about being
it's
packed like
never
the
anybody-
sardines to the back of a. Yeah,
But it's never anybody famous. It's just like some random local band. You've never
someone from
Eh,
Canada, right?
Yeah,
Those
exactly.
ones are kind of crap, anyways.
Yeah.
Like I had to write about a Motley Crue concert that's supposed to take place in Boston this summer.
Uh-huh.
Probably won't happen,
Yeah.
but like
Never know.
when I was writing about it, I had to find a video for it, like a video of them playing live recently. Oh my god, they're like the instrumentals are still perfect, but the lead singer has seen better fucking days.
I think that happens to every band at some point.
It
It's all
does.
getting
It's not
old.
as bad as like Guns
Yeah.
N' Roses, but
Yeah.
oh my,
Yeah.
Hey, he changed styles to account for the way he
that's
sings
true.
now,
That's
That
true.
was
I
That's
shouldn't
what you have
talk
to do.
shit,
You know,
but
don't talk shit about Axel. He's an artist. He knows better than
Yeah.
that.
he just
Okay.
doesn't sound the same. But that didn't,
No, it's different.
didn't have to sound the same.
It's like the
But it's not
Metallica
like,
changed the way they
with
sung.
Motley
the
Crue,
same
it's
way.
like they're like, let's say there are like 100 words in the whole song, right? He sings maybe 15 words of the song now. That's it. That's all.
I know it's interesting. There's some of those bands are like that. But
Sing half of the choruses, maybe.
it's all right. I don't listen to that music.
You
I
come
was-
to hear the instrumentals now.
Stout, I listen to good music, so I don't know. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. They're classics. That's great. I'm not gonna shit on that. It's good shit. Anyway, we're doing pickups, I think.
Yeah, sorry.
Yep.
Stout got sidetracked.
Insanity. Saturday Night Insanity.
Like Metallica still does good stage performances, you know.
Metallica's so good. They'll never be bad. They're
I don't
so
know.
good.
If yeah.
JL, sorry, I do not know my son's college major. He's only 4.
What?
Wait,
What?
JL,
What? Do you not? What? I don't even know how to respond to that. Well, and I'm pretty sure that's something that he himself will decide for himself
right?
when
Yes.
he
Sounds
is
like in
older.
about 18 years
Quack
or so.
isn't
Yeah.
gonna say this is gonna
Like
be my
4.
son's college major.
If he could choose
Yeah.
now, his college major would be.
Why
in
did you
monster
have
truck.
to
Like,
ask?
Monster
No,
trucks,
Dale,
that's
you
his
didn't
college
have
major.
to ask.
I
You
want
had
to know
You had to think
what
for a
cosmic
second
thing made you
before
ask
even posing that
what the
question.
college major was of a 4-year-old.
And actually, hold on. Actually, we may have misunderstood the question. He actually asked, "Do you know his collage major?" So, does your
Oh.
4-year-old son enjoy making collages in
Oh,
any
what
kind
kind
of
of collage
major
genre is he into?
capacity?
Be more a mixed medium.
Jam teams.
See, there you go.
I would a minor in Paw Patrol and Blaze and the
Oh
Monster.
God, I love you, Joe.
There you go.
That was
Perfect.
the best shit you've ever said in your entire life. Someone please fix that,
Wow.
please, and then send that to me, or tag me when it's posted on Discord. 'Cause I need to
Alright,
fucking.
Anyway. Pickups. I have none. I assume you all have some.
I got fucking
I have
piss.
fu-
I got 8.
I have 5,
I
5,
have
eh?
17.
and Skinslip has 2P.
Quack
Okay.
has how many?
Well, let's
Quack
start
has
with Quack,
Two.
since he's kindly graced us with his presence tonight.
Good. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
Picked up a couple more Marvel omnibuses this week.
Oh,
Omnibu.
Omnibuy.
And I keep thinking if I'm on the fence if I want to keep collecting these, but I just keep buying them. So I guess that's my answer.
Well, they are a great way to
Correct.
get piles
That's the
of
correct
old school Marvel in one fell swoop.
Yeah.
I got the New Warriors.
Ooh, very
Nice.
nice. I remember that series.
It's a nice thick one too.
Yeah, that's what she
Nice
said.
part of
And they just actually announced a couple days ago, because I ordered these probably 2 weeks ago, that Volume 2 is coming out in the next winter.
So when you read those, I assume you lay them on a table rather than.
No, it just looks like you're radiating.
Yeah, they do sell these kind of boards, like if you want to lay in bed, kind of
Okay.
like elevate them up a bit.
Oh, okay.
I haven't put those up yet.
Oh.
And then I got this one. This is Captain America by Jack Kirby. Just a great cover. too.
Nice.
Nice.
The King.
This was
America will die. Oh no.
that came out a few years ago, but it had been going for about $200. But
Since
thankfully
they're
they
reprint?
reprinted it. Yeah.
Nice. Marvel is really pokey about their reprints. I really wish they would reprint stuff a little more frequently.
Yeah, I mean some stuff. I mean, I really want Secret Wars and Secret Wars 2, and they haven't been printed since 2008 and 2009.
Yeah.
They're picking up the worst habits from Disney. They're like,
Oh.
it's vaulted.
Yeah, well, yeah, pretty much. It's like how they used to do their Marvel Masterwork collections a while back, which is sort of the early versions of the Epic collection. Each volume would have about 10 issues in it, issued in a really nice, classy hardcover, and they'd go out of print, and then they bring them back into print a few years later, and then sometimes they do paperbacks. But it's the same thing with the Epic collections now. Like, there's a bunch that there's a few series that I'm collecting from that. And I slacked a little bit on a couple of them, and now the next volumes are all out of print. And it's like, and some of them only came out a couple years ago. They're not even that old, and they're just gone. So, and there's some series like, what is it, the Tomb of Dracula series, for example? That series isn't even finished yet. Good luck finding Volume 1. It's been out of print for ages. I know, it's hilarious, isn't it? Soulless fuck.
Something else JL said. I'm sorry.
But anyway, it was, yeah, so it makes it frustrating to collect them. Like, you have to jump on them as soon as they come out, or it might be 10 fucking years before they reprint it. Like, literally. Whereas, compare that to DC, their series, they just continually reprint them. So you can always get the earlier volumes if you just started, later. Like their John Constantine Hellblazer series, all like 26 volumes or 25 volumes of that are in print. Some of them are like 8 printings down the line, but you can still get them.
Right.
Swamp Thing, that series was printed like literally a decade ago. It's never been out of print.
Sorry.
So I just don't get why Marvel can't do the same thing. It's really infuriating.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't. My bladder decided at the last minute. But this is why I talked to my doc this week about switching drugs, because I could go with a different set of drugs to not pee so fucking much.
I see.
Really interrupting to my life in no joking manner.
Yes, so
It
I'm
has
sure.
been, yeah.
So anyway, that's why I kind of enjoy collecting the DC ones more than Marvel, because DC at least keeps them in print and easily obtainable.
Oddly enough, the one DC one I really want right now is the Death and Return of Superman, and that's actually been out of print for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And that should be an evergreen book anyway. But
Oh, Death and Return of Superman?
Yeah.
yeah.
I have the 4-volume set. That was released not that long ago.
Yeah, but it's out of print.
Is it out of print? It wasn't that long ago. I bought it.
Doesn't matter. I was. This is the conversation you just walked in on. I was literally saying, like with Marvel stuff, for example, a lot of the Epic collections aren't that old, but they're just out of print and you can't get them. So.
Oh, you know what?
What?
Oh.
Wait.
I have
So
something
right
to say,
as,
but
sorry, I didn't realize it was so fucking hot. As soon as the pandemic hit, DC switched distributors, and a lot of their product is unaccounted for still.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's going on with that. I think it's probably there. They just
maybe.
There's shit I can't order, like the Cape Crusader volumes that are just out of print that came out last year.
Yeah.
And so I think it's not actually out of print. I think they're just still getting their shit sorted because
Yeah.
they had a big debacle just trying to get out
Yeah.
weekly releases
I
for
know.
like 6 months or so.
I know Marvel has had a lot of trouble getting stuff, keeping stuff in print, doing reprints and stuff. They've just been so slow with it. And then once in a blue moon, one of the Epic collections get reprinted, and you're like, they're reprinting that one? Why not reprint this one, which is way higher profile and that everybody wants?
And it'll only be in short print run, and that one sells quick, and like,
and then you gotta wait again unless you.
I'm still waiting for the reprint volume 1 through 4 of X-Men. I missed it the last time they had small reprint window.
I know. Well, and you were also you were also focusing on volume 5 forward because that was the all new, all different X-Men era.
Yes.
So.
Now I'm caught up with all that. So now I'm like, okay.
Thinking like, well, I can still get those. Well, and when they first came out, they seemed to be just abundantly available. Like you just could never not find them, and then suddenly they started going out of print, and then now it's like a lot of the earlier volumes. Good fucking luck finding them for a decent price. But like there was a few of the Incredible Hulk ones of the later years that I put off because I wanted to focus on the early years. All up to date with those. I thought, well, maybe I'll start getting some of the other ones, and I went and looked. Only one of them is still available.
I did the reverse of you.
The reverse, yeah.
Huh.
And
doing the same thing, but distribute or evergreen books,
Yeah, but most of DC stuff, I was saying, most of DC stuff stays in print, and you can still get it. Like the Swamp Thing books have been in print forever. Hellblaze has been in print forever.
But to be fair, for a long time they weren't even printing their back catalog till the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So there was some stuff like pre-1995 you wouldn't even fucking find. And it was big stuff.
And like all the Vertigo stuff is like constantly available. You can find it. Often put out new editions. So I don't know. It's just a pain in the ass. Anyway, cool omnibuses.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks, Major Motoko. 40.
I'm tempted just to
45 months with the one and only Zaranyzerak.
I'm tempted to get the main thing omnibus because it's the same price as just trying to buy all the individual volumes and except for it's the same price except to buy the first volume.
Yeah.
Because it's out of print. So I'm like, I might just get that.
Except the trade paperbacks have more stuff in them than what's in the omnibus, and the omnibus has some different stuff in it that isn't in the trade paperbacks, such as the early '80s series that only ran for 11 issues. Which, as far as I know, that's the only place it's ever been reprinted is that omnibus. So I was kind of hoping it would be in Volume 3, but Volume 3, that series, the complete collection, is focusing only on the Steve Gerber stuff. So that's the original series and some of the later, revivals that he wrote. And that's what's in Volume 3, is the rest of the original series and the later stuff. So it completely skips over that 1980 series.
But Volume 4 might contain the 80 series plus a bunch of Mac stuff, too.
If they're doing a Volume 4, I don't know if they're
I mean, that would be perfect to do, though.
Yeah.
Keep all the Gerber stuff contiguous.
Yeah.
And then put all the other stuff separate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever, nerds. We got things to talk about.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
yes,
Mr. 25.
Stop talking about nerdy stuff on this nerd show.
Stop talking about things that aren't your stuff. Got it.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Stoudman, what did you get?
You'll be happy with this first one. From... What are they called again? Oh, yeah, Hamilton Books.
Uh-huh.
I found Frankenstein, which I got because I watched it with you when you were doing the stream of it.
That's a really good one. I actually like that one a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was very, very good.
Yeah.
So this one is apparently out of print now.
Yeah, it's the...
What?
But,
Milk Creek put that one
but
out.
it's currently on Hamilton Book for like $6.
Yeah.
So...
Definitely. And by the way, if you want extras, you got to get the DVD edition as well. The Blu-ray's bare bones.
Oh, great! Wonderful.
Yeah. So I might grab the DVD as well, just to have some extras. But
I got this Memory, The Origins of Alien, which is a documentary.
I didn't even know that existed. I should get
that. Yeah.
Ooh.
I looked around on the Alien box sets and stuff to see if this was maybe included, and it wasn't. So I was like, well, I gotta get that.
So I need to get that. It's like Crystal Lake Memories with the Friday the 13th. You gotta get it separate.
Yeah. And I got The Delinquents, which I got mainly because it's a Robert Altman film,
Very nice.
and
That looks
because
cool.
it was a Olive film.
Very
Oh,
good.
good shit.
Olive does good
It's hard to
stuff.
get Olive films for a good price, and this was like $5 or $6. So
Yeah, they do nice work.
And another one that was surprisingly really good price. Like this might have been more than $6. I think it was maybe $8, but I can't remember exactly. But Cauldron of Blood.
Oh, very nice.
Excellent.
Also from Arrow Video. So
Good stuff.
very cool. Another
Olive Video, not
another
Arrow.
another Olive title here, The Weapon.
Mm-hmm.
But you got mainly because it sounded like an interesting concept.
So that's a movie I think it traces the path of a weapon, or like as it goes through various hands. There's a short film by about 30 minutes by fuck, what's his name? Alan Clark out in the UK called, I want to say it's called Gun. No, it's called Elephant, which is basically the same concept. Pretty cool.
I think there was another one. It was like a series or something that followed a gun from owner.
There's a movie called Elephant where they follow.
That is inspired by the Alan Clark movie.
And I think there was one called The Red Violin that was something similar to that as well. Followed a violin.
And I had a premise for a Thor comic that based off this. And Thor's in a prison and he calls his hammer, and it's like what happens when the hammer is traveling across the universe unaccompanied. You know,
the concept for this one: when a young boy accidentally shoots a playmate with a pistol found in the rubble of a bombed-out building, he runs away from home and wanders the streets of post-war England. Ballistics analysis connects the weapon to the unsolved murder of a military officer 10 years earlier. So it just sounded really interesting.
Yeah.
It's like,
that's not the same movie, but that's what reminded me of. Anyway, I thought that was what that's going to be. But.
Yeah, no.
And that's this movie really cool, from John Cassavetes.
John Cassavetes.
Too Late Blues.
Very nice.
Oh, never seen that
which I have never seen before.
I always
sounded really interesting.
Every time I think of John Cassavetes, I always remember him as Mia Farrow's husband in Rosemary's Baby. He's the one who makes the deal with the devil, essentially, and gets all the benefits.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah.
He's a great actor, though.
Oh, he's great. Yeah, great actor, great
director.
Big,
the operator. I mean,
Big
operator. Starring Mickey Rooney.
The joke being there was that Mickey Rooney was a man of not large stature.
Well,
fat jokes.
This was a film noir brought out by Olive Films. I had to pick it up.
Yeah.
So,
in fact, he made short jokes about himself a lot of the time. You know, he's just that kind of guy.
And finally, from this is the last from Hamilton book, The Jesus Rolls, the unofficial sequel.
I didn't even know that came out yet. Jesus.
Yeah, it's been out for like a year or two.
Yes,
actually.
Jesus.
It's a year.
Jeez. Sorry. Jeez Louise, better.
Jeez Louise.
So, Kino Lorber sale came in. This is just what I got for myself. I also got stuff for Skinslip.
Who dat?
Zaranyzerak.
Chris Kenneth has resubscribed 7 months.
Hey.
Thank you so much, Chris. Really appreciate that.
Thanks, Chris.
This is awesome.
So, Dead of Night, which looks fairly interesting to me.
Cover,
Who directed that?
Who directed it? A lot of people. Charles Crichton, Alberto Canti.
Okay, that's the one.
Admiral Bearden, Robert Hammer.
Okay, anyway.
A group of strangers has mysteriously gathered at a country estate where each reveals a chilling tale of the supernatural.
Hey, anthology horror.
This gives away all the fucking stories. But yes, it's an anthology horror. It's 1945, so it's fairly early.
Before the book, yeah.
It just it looked really cool to me. So.
It's similar to Asylum, where you're just like they're being told stories.
Yeah, that's one I definitely want to get then.
Me too.
A mulch is
a layer
of material applied to the surface of
Major
soil.
Matoko, dude!
Oh, we got a mulch play.
We have been mulched.
Include conservation of soil moisture.
Oh boy!
Improving fertility
I will
and
continue
health
throughout
of the
mulch.
soil.
7 bloodstained
weed
orchids.
growth, and enhancing the visual appeal of the area.
Hell yeah,
looks
Umberto.
wonderful.
A mulch
Stout.
is usually, but
I
not
like
exclusively,
Italian
organic
horror
in
cinema.
nature.
Me,
It
I
may
haven't
be
seen it.
permanent, such as plastic
Man.
sheeting,
I
or
also
temporary,
Major Motoko.
such as bark
Parasite
chips.
3D.
It may be applied to
Parasite.
bare soil.
Hey,
or
I need to get that
around
title still. Did I get that
existing
title in my
plants.
collection?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Only you
Oh,
would
good.
know that.
Newer
No,
or
I don't, 'cause I forgot.
compost
Okay.
will
This
be
one was-
He knows it 'cause he has it.
incorporated naturally
Richard
into the soil
Bam.
by
Charles
the activity of worms
actually,
and
it
other
says right on the
organisms.
cover.
Have
The
you know it
process
says
is used
oh,
both
music
in
composed and
commercial
conducted by
crop
Richard Bam.
production
Well, they're kind of a family.
Usually
and
Albert
in
King, yeah.
gardening.
I always go to
And
the
when
end for the
applied
director, and sometimes
correctly,
it's not there.
can
Sometimes it's not there.
dramatically
I think
improve
now it's there.
soil
Pretty standard.
productivity.
I think it was a standard.
Chips. Yeah.
Another
Many
Ida Lupino movie, The
materials are
Bigamist.
used
One
Buy that box.
by
as
Mercy.
mulches,
women.
which are
was
used
a-
to
Oh, Ida
retain
Lupino.
soil
She's the queen.
moisture,
Yeah.
regulate
Queen.
soil
I need
temperature,
to buy that box set. I really do.
suppress weed growth,
Pretty cheap, it's like $45.
and for
Man of the-
aesthetics.
Oh,
Hey,
I
they
need
They
to
are
Terrence
applied
Hill.
to the soil surface
What do you mean?
around
Skinslip has a
trees,
terrible memory. You
bark,
also got this.
flower
Yes, I'm
beds
good.
Wow.
to prevent soil
I told you
It's a
to
very
erosion
action-oriented
on
Western.
slopes.
Yeah.
And
Very
in
nice.
production
I truly have a
areas
terrible memory,
for
and I'd never make it up,
flower
and I'm not
and
exaggerating.
vegetable
We know.
Crops.
Oh my God, JL.
You forgot you told us that before.
layers are normally 2 inches or 5.1
Oh, boy.
centimeters or
I think it'll have to
more
wait for mulch to
deep
finish.
when applied.
What happened?
They are applied at various times
The
of
hills
the
run
year,
red.
depending on the purpose.
Oh yeah, I
Nice.
chose that one. I remember picking that one
Towards
specifically, 'cause
the
it's
beginning
faded
Yeah.
out.
of the growing
This looks pretty good.
season,
That's a really early
mulches
Sketty Western,
serve
so.
initially to warm the soil
Conga.
by
Oh, yeah.
helping
I remember
it
getting that one, too.
retain heat,
Mhm.
which is lost during
then-
Oh my God! How many
This
times? I just said it'll
This
it'll trigger
allows
after mulch.
early
You gotta wait for mulch to
seeding and
finish.
transplanting
calm down,
of
everybody.
Last
certain
night thing I got
crops
from Kino Lorber.
and encourages
But I made it a
faster
Eureka
growth.
purchase straight
As
from the
the
UK
season
that
progresses,
arrived literally
mulch
like less than a week after I
stabilizes
ordered
the
it.
soil
From the UK.
temperature
That
and
happens
like that sometimes.
moisture,
That happens. It's
and
like when the
prevents
Jet Blast
the
sent me that
growing
package.
of weeds from
Fair, very nice.
The Billy Wilder movie.
temperature
That's what I got.
climates.
Hey, thanks,
The
Quack.
effect
And
of
we just
mulch
set off
is
the hype
dependent
train.
upon the time of
Super
year
like.
they are
Holy
applied.
shit.
Hype
And when
train.
stressing me out.
fall and
Mulch is
winter
stressing me. Stuff.
are
We're already at
used
35%
to
off.
delay
Hype
Five Graves
train.
growth.
in Cairo.
What else
did you get,
Stout?
I want
and
to see
in the
that. That sounds.
spring
I also got
or
5
prevent
Graves to
growth
Cairo,
in winter
which is
during
another Billy
warm
Wilder
spells,
movie.
Very
which
nice.
limits freeze
I
thaw
specifically
damage.
got these 2 Billy Wilder movies from
The
Eureka
effect
because
of
they have more
mulch
special
upon
features from
soil
Eureka.
moisture
But they are
content
also
is
available
complex.
from Kino, just with fewer
Mulch
special
forms
features.
a
Okay.
They'll
layer
probably get the U.S. release of
between the
5.
Thanks
soil
for that
and
heads
the
up, Stout.
atmosphere,
We're in a sale or something.
preventing sunlight
that was it. That's
from
all I got.
reaching
That's
the
excellent.
soil
Thank
surface, thus reducing
I need to
wait
evaporation.
To finish.
I
However,
can't possibly struggle over mulch.
mulch
I
can
don't have the
I am
also
aware.
prevent
That's why I said-
water
I love you,
from
Stad, but
reaching
you
the
have
soil
way more energy.
by
than I do.
absorbing or
How long we
blocking
got?
water
Not
from
minutes.
I don't
drain.
know.
Got hijacked.
But the hype
In
train
order
is
to
holy
maximize
shit. M-Quack just
the
dropped
benefits
a
of
bomb
mulch
of gift subs.
while
I
minimizing
gotta
its
go back. I
negative
can't get stuff from that
influence.
At
admin panel.
87%
It
on the
is
hype train.
often
I'll show you here.
applied in late spring or early
I
summer
want in on the hype
when
train. Give
soil
me
Subs of plenty.
temperatures have
Holy shit, dude,
risen
that's awesome.
sufficiently.
Here comes a random gift
but
sub.
soil moisture
You go.
content
Someone
is
got
still
it.
relatively high.
You're welcome, Scarecrow Mega.
However,
Holy moly. Oh my god,
permanent
100% on the hype
mulch
train. We
is
hit 100%,
also
everybody.
widely
Yeah,
used
well,
my
free
done.
emotes,
and
goddammit.
valued
Level
for
1.
its simplicity.
I only
As
join the hype train when it gets past
popularized
level
by author
I
Ruth
think,
Stout, who
Yeah, I think
said,
our record is
quote,
48% on level 2. I
"My
don't think
way
we've
is
ever actually hit
simply
level
to
2.
keep a thick
We've
mulch
gotten to level
with
2.
any
We're at
vegetable
9% on level
that
2.
rocks on
we haven't
both
completed level
sides
3
of
yet.
my
We got really close.
vegetable and
Did we
flower
get level 2
garden
before?
all
I think
year
we
Oh
got
yeah, yeah,
I
we've
think we
gotten
got it
to level
once.
3.
As
We
it
We're
got
just
it
having
once.
like, yeah, we haven't
decays
cleared the
and
next step.
enriches the soil, I
Got
add
really close
more.
though. Got real disappointed. I think
End
75%
quote.
or something.
Yeah, it was like
Plastic
crazy.
mulch
Maybe it's
used
like
in
65%.
large-scale
just
commercial
cycling through
production
characters here
is
with all these
laid
gifts there.
down with a
I updated the,
tractor-drawn or
Yeah, I updated the mulch, so now it says
standalone
9
layer
times 2.
of
yeah.
plastic
Oh, there you
mulch.
go. Excellent. Good
I
job,
don't
good
want to
job.
This
listen to
is
everyone saying twice.
usually
No,
part of
that
a
makes more sense,
sophisticated
Holy
mechanical
moly, I'm
process
being barbecued.
where raised beds are formed,
Carlton just, I was
will
going
be
by.
delicious.
rolled out on
Made him talk
top,
about Carlton and stuff.
and
That's cool.
seedlings
Oh, wow.
are transplanted
Finally got
Carlton has a
through
sub
it.
again.
Drip irrigation is
Welcome back to
often
the sub world,
required
Carlton.
with drip tape laid
Yeah, you were not here when we
under
got to
the
level 3. We all know you.
I'm
weren't
looking
here.
now
as
saying he's a
plastic
1-year
mulch
subscriber with
is
19 months, which means that
impermeable to water.
19 times he has been gifted a subscription.
Yeah.
Materials used
That is
as
correct.
mulch
Holy
vary
crap, even
depend
more.
on a
Even
number
more.
of factors.
Quack's like, get it on.
Use
Santa
takes
Quack.
into consideration
Goddamn, Quack, thank you.
availability, cost,
I mean, I already have a recurring
So you're at
effect it has on the soil,
42% on level
including
2.
chemical reactions and pH,
What?
durability,
I'll
combustibility,
probably have to keep from multi-time.
I'm now an
rate
evil
of
clown.
decomposition,
Yes.
and how clean it is. Some
We're just gonna have to wait for it to
contain
cycle through
weed
everything
seeds
There we go.
or plant
Raining money.
pathogens.
Ah.
A variety of materials are used as
Yay!
mulch, such as
Money, money,
organic residue,
Oh, and Brinsley just resubscribed to Prime Gaming. Thanks, Brinsley.
leaves, hay, straw.
Yes, if you have
kitchen
any
scraps,
Prime subscriptions
comfrey,
to take advantage of
shredded
right
bark,
now, would be a good time to get it because if you do it right now, not only is it free because it's
shells,
but also
wood
Doing
chips,
it right now, yeah.
shredded
if you do it right now, you get a free email
cardboard,
just for doing it
wool,
right now.
Thank
animal
you.
manure,
Oh, yes, I see that. Yes.
etc.
Several free emotes because we're on level 2.
Many of
actually.
these materials
Drink
also
28
act as
My
a
stupid virtual hands
direct
kept holding the cup away
compositing
from me. I'm like,
system, such as the mulched clippings of a
wouldn't let me
mulching
sip the tea.
lawnmower or other
just
organics
went away.
applied as sheet
Oh, well.
compositing.
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Composting, not compositing. We're not talking about film production. We're talking about motherfucking mulch. God damn it.
Yeah, there it is. See? There it is. I told you. There's the boy. Come quick, I got thief. Come quick, I got.
God damn it.
Will you please stop saying that?
Oh, you just had to wait. Plays them in sequence.
Can I go now?
Hold on.
Back-
We're waiting for evil.
It's back. Is it Eric's turn? Eric, did you get anything?
Evil what, huh?
Did you get anything,
What
Eric?
is
Get anything?
Yeah, I got about 5 things.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Well,
Awesome.
let's do you.
Wait a minute, what?
That was Skinslip's turn.
Is it?
No.
I don't know what.
Well, I assumed
don't know.
Skinslip wanted to wait because she was asking you if you got anything. So.
Yeah, I don't want to jump the
Yeah,
line.
there
Usually you go ahead of me.
That's
that's
fine.
Okay.
all. I don't have a problem.
I-
So what'd you get, garbage gamer? What'd you get?
Got some stuff. And you notice the game
Which
changed?
version of Thunder Force is that?
One.
Yeah.
1.
And lightning force.
Thunder Force 0.5.
Lightning force, yeah.
It's a shortening force.
It's a little Galaxian action there.
Anyway.
Hell yeah, yeah. Emote.
So the reason why the game changed is because I had to take the cartridge out. But no, it's not Thunder Force 4, but no, it is this 201 multi-cart that I found on Amazon for like $20.
Nice. How much was it?
Like
Very
$20.
nice.
Nice. Does that work in a Retron?
I love the multi-carts.
I haven't tried my Retron 5 yet.
It works in clone system though, right?
Yeah, I'm actually playing it on a Super Retro Trio.
Oh, right. Nice.
And that's how
Very
that
cool.
works. So
Right on.
get it back on there.
Motherfucking mulch, Jesus.
So now that it's back, that I've already showed it, switch back.
Thanks for all the bits and subs and mulch and evil.
Yes, thank you all. You're awesome.
So yes, it's 201 multi-cart for the Sega Genesis.
That was awesome.
About $25. It's cool. It's got a bunch. It doesn't have obviously every game, and it is missing. Has some notable omissions, but it's got like the bulk of what you would think a great.
They're just convenient. You don't have to put anything else in. You know, it's just
you know. I have a not a multi-cart, but I have a EverDrive for my N64.
Okay.
That has literally every game ever.
Nice.
So, to go along with the multi-cart, finally picked up one of these. I'm going to get the USB adapter for this as well. But right now it has the original Genesis connector. That's the 8BitDo M30.
nice.
Look at that.
It's
Made to look like the Sega Genesis.
Sega Genesis, yeah. Very nice. 6-button.
It does have shoulders as well.
I had a 6-button Genesis controller, like an actual one, and it looked very similar to that, but with a wire, obviously.
Yeah, there's the little adapter that plugs directly into a
there you go.
Genesis port.
Nice.
Yep, it's fantastic.
But can you use it with Atari games?
Probably. It's the same port.
It would be if it was the same port, then sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also with
ColecoVision too.
Coleco
And Commodore 64 actually. They all use the same one.
It does have a Type-C wire for charging.
Okay.
Which means it also works with PC and the Switch.
Very nice.
So you can plug it up to the Switch.
Just plug it in with a thingy, yeah.
Plug it in. The next one here, I've been one of those people that's been collecting the Mario 35th anniversary stuff before they go away forever. So yeah, so I picked up like the 3D All Stars collection, Super Mario World Bowser's Fury is what I picked up a couple SNIs ago. And the last bit that I was wanting to get, they kept going out of stock, but I finally caught one in stock, and so I grabbed it, and that is the Mario Game & Watch re-release or recreation.
Oh, nice. Game & Watch.
That I haven't up and running. Here. Let's see, it's 11:35 where I'm at, and it has like a little flip cover for the case because it shows Super Mario World, Super Mario Bros. Game & Watch. When you take it out of the box, it's literally just the Game & Watch color screen.
Oh, weird.
It's a more or less the recreation of the original box.
Neat.
And it has obviously a working clock, as you can see, where it looks like Mario. Oh, about to change time. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
And you can push buttons and it'll interact almost like the Mario Paint cover.
That's really
Push a
cool.
button there, I can spawn Koopas.
I heard tell this thing was pretty awesome. And
Oh yeah, it is. Like the screen is fantastic. Actually,
it looks kind of like a DS screen almost.
you can hit you can't really see it on there, but you can hit the game. You can hit the game button, and it brings up. You can play the original Mario Brothers, Mario Brothers 2. Like what we got as the Lost Levels, and Ball.
And Ball.
Ball, which was actually originally what this was.
Okay.
Ah, okay.
Because it's an original Game & Watch.
Oh, I see.
But Yeah, this thing's pretty cool. It's got a nice. It's actually surprisingly heavy. Uh, it has a little port on the side. I'm not sure what that is for.
I don't.
Like the
know.
That looks like
the Type C
Yeah,
charge is right
almost.
there.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. It's about as big for like a micro SD card slot,
Huh.
but
But
don't
it's
know.
not
I
a
can't find
micro
any
SD
information
card.
about it. So it's not in the manual. It's not mentioned.
Interesting.
So next up here, I picked up, continuing from what I picked up last week. I said that I started collecting the Blu-rays of these, and now I have Volume 3 and Volume 4 of Inuyasha.
Ah. Is that
Excellent.
the entire original series?
It's going to be the entire original series. This is what they've released so far.
I see. Okay.
I think end of May, I think is the 5th volume. That's when that one comes out.
Is that the last one? The 5th one?
I don't know. I mean, this one goes up to episode 111.
Wow.
I don't know how many episodes Inuyasha is.
Probably look it up pretty quick. Let's see here. Inuyasha. There's 6 seasons, from the looks of it. Anime.
168? 193.
190, so it's going to be a few more volumes then.
Yeah, probably a volume 5 and a volume 6.
Yeah. 193.
Let's see, yeah, it's 167, and then the second series called The Final Act. It's 26 episodes, making it 193.
Okay,
So,
yeah,
again-
so it looks like set 5 will go up to episode 139. So probably
it'll-
7 volumes, I think.
So,
Looks
which
like-
actually would coincide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it'll be about the same amount of volumes as the DVD release.
Okay,
It was 7 volumes.
there you go.
So
Interesting.
So, yeah, like I said-
it says the DVDs go up to episode 167.
yeah, because they probably include some from the. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is there's 2 series, the first series and the second series.
Wait a sec. Okay, the main series goes up to episode 167, and they did a season 7 called The Final Act.
I literally just mentioned
Which
this.
was quite a bit later,
Yeah.
about 5 years later, and that's like another 26 episodes. So,
It's a pretty strong thing.
Don't worry,
Thank you for explaining what he already just explained. Congratulations. Everybody give Sean a round of applause.
I don't show any release of The Final Act.
It's already released on Blu-ray. It was released a while ago on Blu-ray.
Why would they release the end first?
They
Why? Why did they do that?
they didn't
Why?
initially release the
Why?
Final Act.
The public demands to know why.
People want to know why.
People want to watch all of Inuyasha on Blu-ray, not just the end.
The DVD sets were released before the Final Act came out.
Yeah, I know.
That's why the DVD. Yeah, okay.
But why didn't they just release another volume and finish it?
Shut the fuck up.
Like
Shut the fuck
a
up.
volume 8. There you go.
Hey guys, guess who just hopped in?
Your
What?
college-bound son.
No, that I don't know how to pronounce that. Right above JL's last comment. What's up,
Yeah.
geeks? Think SNI 2013, 2014.
At Latlin. What? Wait a minute.
What? I'm so confused.
What am
You,
I
you're
missing?
testing people with bad memories. Memories?
At Latlin.
Please
Got
explain.
created 5 minutes ago. Oh my
They're
God,
brand new.
Jamie.
God.
Well, I definitely wouldn't have guessed that
Oh.
from at Latlin.
All right, they joined Discord too at the same time.
Greetings, Jamie. How's it going? course I remember Jamie.
I'm like, woo, over
Been
my
seeing,
head.
actually, on the live stream archives on Thursdays, we've been seeing a lot of your old SNI appearances. So,
Yeah.
how's it going?
You know what's funny is Eric here was mentioning Metal Slug earlier.
Oh, no.
And the first thing I thought about when he mentioned that was when we played Metal Slug 2 in the arcade.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie and I and Elise here.
Sorry,
Yeah,
was
that was a good memory.
was that everything garbage?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I still have my con badge. Like, we were arguing about what year it was. My con badge is hanging right there on my shelf.
Cool.
You could have just looked over. Because we're like, is it 2014 or 2015? I'm like, I don't know. I looked over. 2015 was the answer, in case you're curious.
Skinslip.
Oh, shit!
What'd
Right,
you
so
get
first
this
up-
week?
Okay, so, hear me out. Killer
Ooh.
bats.
Mm-hmm.
Native American supernatural horror. Probably very inappropriate and
I
very
was thinking of
uncool.
getting that, actually.
You should get this so we can watch it together.
Yeah.
That's like
It's
fun.
$8. It's like $9, something like that.
Yeah.
But I also got, there's a couple other double features that's missing. So I also got 13 Ghosts and 13 Frightened Girls.
Nice. William
I only
Castle
got
double
this. First of all, I've never seen either of those. I've only seen the remake of this, which is one of my favorites. So I'm sure I'll probably like this. I never seen this. I don't know what it's about.
Okay.
Who cares? Gonna watch it.
It's William
I bought this
Castle.
for 2 reasons. Mr. Sardonicus is legit so fucking good, like so good.
I have the
Like if you haven't,
I have the Mill Creek one that has that.
this is also Mill Creek, but
Oh, maybe it's the same one, just different cover. I don't know.
is it Blu-ray? The
Yes.
Mr. You only have? It's probably not the same. It's probably the same print, but just different. You have it paired with Brotherhood of Satan, I think.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, that's
Which has a
that's
different
right.
release,
Yeah.
a 3-pack with Art Garden, Creeping Flesh, and something
Right.
else. Can't remember.
Okay.
But like this is like my favorite movie out of that pack.
I've heard.
And the only other one that got an upgrade was Return of the Vampire, which I bought also, which is in somewhere in fucking Michigan, I think.
Yeah.
I bought it from someone on eBay 'cause it's out of print.
Mhm.
And I found a good price on it. It's out of print. You can still find it on Amazon.
Yeah, well, yeah,
This
yeah.
is a part of the slasher.
Hey, there
Apparently,
you go.
I haven't
Nice.
seen it, so I can't verify
Cool.
for
Well,
sure. But I'm sure it is because
I might
people
have
smarter
to
than me.
double dip on that
know.
then to get that other movie.
This was an upgrade for me, but Homicidal was kind of important.
Yeah.
So, and I already
for
had
sure.
Brotherhood of Satan, and then there's one of the movies that hasn't been printed anywhere. It's just stuck on that DVD, I think.
Yes, that I never let you live that collage-bound sundown. That's correct, Jail.
Oh my god.
Bound for collage.
That's great. Okay, next.
Hopefully one day he'll graduate to murals, but you know, let's
So
not
this
get
is
ahead
one
of
of the double
ourselves.
One of the double features that had a print. And so I found it good, about $16. So I was like, okay, that's the price for
Hey,
me.
nice.
Vengeance and Vendetta, which are both like I guess some sort of revenge films. One
Yeah.
deals with women in prison set up, and then I don't know about the other. Home Invasion, I think.
I've been
I don't
grabbing I've been grabbing those Scream
I like
Factory
trash.
double features when I find them for a good price too. Just because I really miss them. I really wish they were still doing them on a regular basis.
And $10 for a movie that
Yeah.
not a bad presentation.
Yeah.
There's 2K scans. I can't complain about that. No special features on this, but whatever.
No,
you know?
there often isn't on those.
By the way, wasn't there a commentary on one of these? 13 Ghosts, maybe?
Some
I
of
think there's
them-
special features on one of these, but not listed. On one of these, I think on one of these is special features. I think 13 Ghosts is special features. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, a double feature. I don't care if there's a special feature, double feature. You
Yeah.
got 2 movies for one price.
Because you get 2 movies.
That's
yeah.
special feature. I wish there's a commentary because it's so easy to just have some people turn on the movie and just give us some facts about the movie and talk about it a bit.
For sure. Yeah.
You know, but that's fine. It's neither here nor there. This has special features. Night of the Sorcerers
Oh, I'd
and
like
Laurel
to-
A's Grass.
I'd like
This
to
is
get
still
that
in print,
one. Yeah.
but I got this specifically because this is Armando de Asario. He decided he did Tombs of the Blind Dead, which are getting Blu-ray. Some Blue Underground said they're working on it.
Okay.
So 5 years from now, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, they do meticulous work, so whatever.
Yeah.
I'm
that's-
fine with it.
That's what I'd like to get. Yeah.
And then there's like one more on Blu-ray I'm missing. It's that one from MVD with a guy being punched in the river. Something with a massacre. I can't remember what it's called.
Okay.
The Western. Next, Stoud's raving review of I Buried the Living means he's now going to watch it with me again.
I
Fuck
want.
that, I will.
Yeah, I want to get that one. That sounded really
This is
good.
bare bones.
Yeah.
Once again, couldn't, not even a trailer. That's the one
I
thing.
think that like it's just not announced on there.
Yeah.
When you were talking about that last night, I was remembering. I think that movie when I put it in, I saw there were some features. It was like
I will recant
not
my
many
shit if there's no
features.
trailer on here.
Not many. It's like a
It's like a
fucking
nobody movie,
bio
okay?
or something in the trailer.
That's
it.
It's a nobody fucking movie. I would hope they would get some fan to make a commentary, but they can't. It's fine, like whatever.
That's always been a pet peeve of mine with Scream Factory. They don't list all the features on the back. Even
I
when
might be thinking of something else.
Even when it's their collector's items, like the collector's editions, they'll have special features on there that could very well be selling points, and they don't list them. They list other things on the back that are also there, but not everything. And I just don't understand. Like, fucking, what was it? The big one for me was Night of the Demons. Night of the Demons, which is just a great, fun 80s horror movie. They have a sit-down, like a, half-hour sit-down interview with the star of the movie. It's not even mentioned on the back of the box, or on the back of the case.
That's what bothers me, it's not mentioned in the back.
It's not mentioned. So, like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, anyway. Sorry, was that it, or?
Oh, no, sorry. I got
okay.
trapped by chat. That's by Jamie.
Yeah.
That's catch up with Jamie over there in chat. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Next, I got another entry in the Grand Dame Guignol genre.
Nice.
I'm sure I'm saying it wrong, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Which is also in the psychobiddy or hag exploitation. I don't like either of those. Those sound really insulting.
Grand Dame Guignol sounds good. I like that.
So good.
Agreed.
There's another term for this too. There's one more. It's slightly less offensive, but I think Grand Dame Guignol sounds the best.
Yeah.
I've been setting this aside, so I've got the other two. These are technically a quote-unquote series. They're just really by theme.
Like thematically similar. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're by the same production company, something like that. Anyway.
Okay. Cool.
One of them lists all three of them as like a series on the Wikipedia page. And
What
like,
happened
probably,
to what's the matter with
whatever happened to Baby Jane is the one which I ordered with the Warner Archive order, so we'll have that eventually. Yeah. And then with the indicator order was Berserk, that's another title off the list to get all. I'm trying to get. I like these weird subgenres, right? So like the Grand Dame Guignol, the fucking whatever else subgenre I'm into.
Yeah. I know there's been a few you've been exploring lately.
Yeah, John Wilson kicking people in the face. That's my favorite genre right now, actually.
You got to get Alice, Sweet Alice for your proto slashers.
It's on my list.
Yeah.
It's on my list.
I know you're going to enjoy that one.
I got to get Alice, Sweet Alice. I got to get... there's like 3 or 4 Scream Factory titles that are in that genre. I'm going to pick those up. Yeah. Pretty good prices on all those, actually. No complaint about those prices, and they all have like a trailer and I think some like special features. Some of them are well in castles. So they actually have like commentaries and stuff. So I'm looking at those. I'm like, okay, these are good releases. They don't. It's just like I'm disappointed by many of the releases, but not all of them. Anyway, next, I thought this would be in that genre, but it might be it might toe the line to proto slasher. It might be a crime film. It's hard to describe this film. That sometimes Aunt Martha does dreadful things, which sounds like it's part of that genre, correct?
Yes.
It's at least inspired by it.
It definitely sounds like it, yeah.
So I bought this movie with sight unseen based on title. Seriously. And because this company right here, I trust them.
Yeah.
I know they do good releases.
Yeah.
While waiting for transport, I got curious and went to a few friends' letterbox reviews of this and read the non-spoiler parts. And apparently, there's a dresser version of it. So like that, she's hiding from the law, so she dresses up as an old lady.
Ah, okay. To like hide.
But it's also interesting is there's a bonus feature called the Drag Queen's Ball, which is 70s, which is like 45-minute footage from a live drag queen ball from the 70s.
From the 70s? Oh,
and so, like,
that'll be cool to see. Yeah.
There's a bunch of shorts in here, Caught in the Can, Gay In, number 3. And there's trailers for Gay Liberation, Lusting Hours, My Third Wife George, The Queen, and Sins of Rachel. So like, there's lots of there's fun to be had here.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah.
I love ADFA's titles. They are just some of the best things that I own. The Sword and the Claw. Sean, I need to get you that title at some point because the title's amazing.
Sounds. Yeah.
That's everything.
I'm down for more movies. Like just whatever you think.
I'm late in your birthday present, so I'll probably grab something from Vinegar Syndrome during the sale for you.
Okay.
Ooh.
We gotta convince Stoudman to like buy from the sale first.
That
I need
is
pro slashers.
covering
There's like
the
5
wrong
over there I
person.
need.
There we go.
But you
That's
can
what we're
get
gonna
them yourself, right? I mean,
Maybe.
okay.
That's fine.
We will talk.
Well, that was
I
some
need you
nice.
to buy Sean's word movie's the problem.
I gotcha.
That was some
Yeah.
nice things, and I don't know why we didn't get the Prime alert there. Quack just resubscribed there after dropping a bunch of gift subs.
Man, spent a lot of money, dude. Thanks.
Thank you so much, dude, for all
No
of that.
problem.
That was amazing. And now a whole bunch of people can enjoy my silly emotes of my face for the next month.
Well, I've got bad news for you, Jamie. We are also into board games, although we haven't been
Yes,
playing any.
yes.
Yeah.
I used to go to board games. I used to work in board games, so
Yeah.
like selling board games.
Jamie,
She literally had a business.
yeah,
I
Jamie,
own my own business. Yeah.
we missed you too. I don't chat too much on Facebook these days. I do post some stuff, but
I'm gonna add you to Cram, Jamie, because you're OG.
Actually,
so.
yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, get her into the Cram
She's
chat,
OG.
and then
She was in the Cram before.
yeah,
There she is.
there.
All right, you should now have a channel. There's a channel, and I'll tag you in it.
Yeah. There you go. And you can chat with us all there. We're there all the time.
Hi, that's Goo Goo.
That's where we have all our discussions of our
Now,
evil
there you
plans
go.
for world
Now, when you
domination.
say a whole
And
closet,
yeah.
What's that?
she said she has a whole closet of board games. I'm saying, a whole closet? Like there's
Okay.
nothing but board games in that
I
closet?
had from floor to ceiling board games in 2 closets, and the entire top of my car, and my kitchen table.
Yeah, I've never had that
I
many.
had 200.
I have.
Yeah, 200 board games.
Yeah, I have some stacked from the top of a couple bookshelves to the ceiling, and that's my board games. I used to have more, but some got lost over the years. But I kept all the sort of main ones, the old favorites, you know.
The last few
A
weeks, I've been
walk-in
watching
closet? Jesus
a lot of
Christ.
the old SNIs from the beginning.
Yeah.
What?
I've been watching a lot of the SNIs from the beginning. I've been just starting that playlist.
Oh,
and
okay, yeah.
After like a month of them,
The
you
live
guys
screen
really need
archive.
to start drinking more because that stuff is just fucking hilarious.
Also, I need to
my
chill
God.
the fuck out. I am so overbearing.
The,
There's a video of you and the one with the Cheez-Its on the bed, with you and Alex. That was hilarious.
That was the most drunk I've ever been, actually.
That was...
We talked about that a couple SNIs ago.
I remember that one, yeah. There's, oh, yeah, she says, oh, shit, right, I was Booba Fett.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. But, yeah, I don't know if you've seen on my YouTube there, Jamie, I've been posting the rest of the old SNIs before we moved permanently over to, well, permanently at the time, over to Google Hangouts.
Yeah, until it died.
So it was the ones we did on live stream from 2013 and 2014. So it's the earliest SNIs, the ones that basically became this in the end. So, yeah, so those go up every Thursday at noon, I think. So, yeah, good times, good times.
Welcome back. You're welcome right back into the fold.
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah.
We stopped. We just went from Facebook to this. That was
I do,
it.
yeah, I do still, I check up on everybody on Facebook. I just don't chat very much there, but I'm still there, and I'm
Go there once a week.
lurking.
It's not like we're trying to escape anybody. It's just like,
no, I'm there.
I hate
I'm
Facebook.
there every day. I don't use it as much
else.
as I used to.
Look,
most of my
Trump
social
made it so I don't want to be on the Facebook anymore.
most of my
That's true.
Most of my social media-ing is done on Twitter, and then and then I stream just about every day.
The nice thing about Twitter is you have control over like who you're following and stuff, so
It's
you
just
don't have to worry about
dude.
like
It keeps
running
it-
into friends who are Trump supporters.
Yeah.
And, like,
Also,
It just keeps it all very simple. I like it.
like Twitch's moderation is not great, but it's better than Facebook.
Yeah.
yeah, slightly better.
It's better than Facebook, but it's not great. So needs work.
And
Well, there you
Discord
go.
is even better.
Yeah. Yeah. Discord, you have total control over everything.
I wouldn't say total control, but pretty
Wow.
good. Pretty damn good.
Yeah. It's pretty robust.
Yeah.
So I didn't watch any movies this week. I basically just watched some more of The Office and saw a wonderful pre-titles moment from an episode where Michael Scott was going to get on an elevator, and David Brent walked off the elevator.
Yes,
Ricky
oh, I
Gervais,
love that one.
and they have a little conversation there, and of course they just immediately become best friends, and it's like, like, oh my god, this is amazing! I just like squealed when I saw Ricky Gervais walk out as David Brent. I'm like,
That's
oh my
great.
god! So yeah, it was a great moment, and then I watched half of Godzilla vs. Megalon, which of course I've seen a million times, but it was kind of for research purposes. I was comparing a couple things with the 2 different Blu-ray releases, and I just kind of got sucked into it and watched like half the movie, but then I had
Megalon's
to go.
the one with Jet Jaguar.
Jet Jaguar, yeah, correct.
The gay dad, yeah.
I
Sorry,
can't wait.
the asexual dads, my apologies.
I can't wait until you get to the end of The Office, because I know you're gonna cry.
Oh, I'm
you're
sure
gonna
I
cry
will.
big old manly man tears.
I'm sure I will.
All
Yeah.
tears are
Blubbering
manly,
mess.
Stout.
Blubbering
It's,
mess.
All tears are manly and or feminine, depending on what you wish.
It's
Or
great.
neither.
It's yeah, no, I've been absolutely
My
loving it.
non-gendered tears.
Non-gendered tears.
My tears are non-gendered. Sorry.
I've been enjoying it immensely. Anyway, so
But they are greasy.
I will probably watch some movies the week coming up. I've got a few reviews I actually want to do in the coming week, so I need to watch those movies. Maybe I'll watch one tonight. I don't know. We'll see.
5 wrinkles. Wait, no, 6.
Anyway, what movies did all you fine folks watch?
I watched 17 movies.
Good lord.
Some of which were with me.
Uh-huh.
And I watched 2 on my own.
Okay.
Quack.
I watched one. I'll just talk about it quick, and then I'm gonna head off to bed.
Okay.
I watched the last blockbuster on Netflix.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the Kevin Smith one. Yeah.
Yeah. Very well done.
I was looking at that. Yeah.
I'm actually on vacation until through Wednesday, so I'm gonna go down to my dad's old hometown where there's still a video store operating. So I'm
Nice.
gonna go down there and hang out for a little bit, and
Check
then there's
it out.
another one, probably an hour south of here. I'm gonna check out too. That should be open. So just
Nice. So just kind of put you in that
nostalgia.
nostalgic mood.
Yeah.
Go on a video store adventure.
Yep.
That's great.
Definitely. And then I did start Justice League, but I'm only about an hour and a half into it, so hopefully I'll finish that this week.
Excellent. I've been hearing a lot
Not
of
doing
good
it
things
all
about
in
it.
one go. Come on.
Yeah, I've been hearing really good things about it. It's supposed to be fantastic.
Yeah, I'm really
I will
enjoying it because I didn't even see the original version, so I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah, I haven't
Oh,
seen
wow.
the original version either. It's been sitting on my shelf collecting dust.
I have seen it, and I will be comparing. I will say this: it's the original version was not bad. I think that Justice League, as it was honestly a little bit better than Batman versus Superman. At least that's how I felt at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely was not unhappy with it.
Mm-hmm.
I was unhappy with certain aspects of it, which it sounds like they kind of fixed in this because, as I understand it, there's a lot more going on with certain characters that were otherwise neglected in the original version.
Yeah.
So I'm very interested in seeing what happens with those characters. But yeah, I didn't hate the original, so I'll be interested to see if I liked it better this way. And what is it about Zack Snyder making the longest movies ever? He just loves making really long movies.
He just likes to take his time to tell his stories, man.
Yes. I don't mind it. I loved Watchmen. I loved Watchmen.
A lot of people
so
joke that
I
half the running time is just because he uses so many slow motion shots. So if you put it into regular motion, it'll be half the length.
I think the issue with Zack Snyder is probably just that he just doesn't know when to say no, when to cut himself off. He doesn't want to cut himself off, you know?
He's indulgent, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
There's nothing wrong with indulgence. I mean,
for sure.
It doesn't have to be everyone's cup of tea. Not all art's for everybody.
No.
There's three cuts of Justice League now.
And I like most of... I like a lot of Zack Snyder stuff, and I have no problem with his directorial style. It's just...
I saw the... Oh, sorry.
That's really all I was going to say. It's okay.
No, I saw the theatrical cut of Justice League, and I thought it was a bit disjointed. It wasn't a bad movie.
Yeah.
Saw the ultimate cut. Oh, it's a pretty good movie. Not great, but pretty good. You know, it's pretty good. And I'm looking forward to this one, even though it's 4 fucking hours long. And
Were you talking about Batman versus Superman?
Oh, maybe I am.
The ultimate cut? Yeah. because there's only
I think the
one.
Ultimate
There's
cut of
only one cut of Justice League.
No, I thought the home video was longer for some
No,
reason.
it's the same.
I will say I didn't
I'm mixing
pick up
things up.
the
I guess I need to
Justice
rewatch
League
Justice
movie
League.
afterwards, so,
Okay,
yeah.
so
All right, guys and gals, I will catch you next time.
take it easy, Quack.
Okay.
All right.
Catch you later, Quack.
Bye, buddy.
See ya, Quack. Thanks for coming out, dude.
Oh,
Beauty.
about to send you off.
How romantic.
Did you watch anything, Eric? I forget if you said already.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Okay then. Glad we.
I mean, I don't have time to watch movies.
Nobody got time
Hey,
for that.
you're too busy being slave driven by IKEA.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
All right, so after us and I last
Everybody.
week, Stout and I watched Critters Attack.
I'm saying goodnight.
Oh, okay. Good night.
Night, Rosie.
Night, Rosie.
Rose.
Night.
Night, sweetie. You have
Nighty,
a
nighty,
shower?
night.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good one.
Stink.
You steak.
I love her.
Correct.
Big heart, big heart, big heart.
Accurate.
Yeah, we watched
Critters
Critters Attack.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna say this is okay. It's an
Mhm.
okay film. I would. It felt cheap.
Ah.
Well, all of them feel a little cheap.
No. This feels cheap. The others feel
Cheap,
low
cheap,
budget,
yeah.
and there's a difference between the two. One feels like it's just a little bit shoestring. The other one feels like it's a fucking used car salesman. It feels cheap.
This one absolutely has the feeling of like new age cheap, if you will. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like they got the cheapest possible cameras, the cheapest possible equipment to make it happen, and
They probably
there was a lot of one take filmmaking, if you will.
Thank you. Yes, precisely. The heart's in the right place. And the people who
Yes.
made this love critters, and it shows in the way they use the critters and the way they interact with people, and the fact that they have Dee Wallace come back on a small part, and
Yes.
I'm sad Ugly didn't come back, but not everyone wants to come back. I think actually he may not be with us anymore. I'm not entirely sure. But like, so there's like good and bad. I gave it a 6 out of 10, but it barely became a 6 out of 10. Like it was almost a 5 out of 10.
I think I
had
gave it
its
like
lines.
6.5 out of 10.
Oh, you
I
liked it?
enjoyed it. I think a little bit more than you did.
Like I might actually get rid of it. I don't think I'd ever watch it again.
Wow.
I'm really honest.
I mean, it's only like $5. You might as well just keep it. You're not going to make any
I'll
money,
probably keep
so-
it for now. I mean, I don't know where else to put it, but it's going to my overstock shelf. Like it went from like being on the shelf, and now I'm like, it's okay. I can't
Well,
put it on my shelf now.
It doesn't do anything to offend the fans, is what I would take away
Oh
from
no,
it. Like,
no, not at
it's
all.
very loving homage.
I would
to the
say a
Critters.
lot of fans,
So-
especially ones who hate 4, who think it's bad or whatever, will probably think that's a better movie. I disagree entirely because it doesn't have Brad Dourif in it. Because 4
True.
has Brad Dourif. And
I
you
like
can't-
Brad Dourif.
He's
Me too.
amazing in that movie.
4 was
That was a
great.
good movie. I thought it was a good movie, but yeah, I've always had a soft spot. All right, then I woke up with 4 hours of sleep,
Yay.
and I watched Eraserhead.
Oh,
very first time.
what
Wow,
an
that's
amazing
sweet.
film.
I cannot wait to watch this with you, Stoudman.
Have you
We're
I
gonna
seen
still
sit
it?
need to
down.
get it. I need to get the Criterion.
Have you
Me
seen
too.
it,
Quite a
Stab?
movie to watch on only 4 hours of sleep.
Right? Like,
It was haunting.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. It was lyrical. It was disgusting.
Yep.
It was every bit the inspiration for the industrial music that clearly, literally oozes out of the fucking pores of this movie.
hmm
It's so hard to describe this. It's so hard to describe. I really
It's
want to
David
watch
Lynch.
with
Of
you,
course it is.
and then do a podcast discussion
Yeah.
where we literally go through and pause and have long discussions about every fucking scene that we have a discussion to have about it, because it's one of those kind of movies that just we need to talk. I need someone to talk about.
Have you
It
seen
really-
Eraserhead, Stout?
I have not.
Okay. Yeah, you should see it.
I know about it,
It's
but I haven't seen
awesome.
I
I gave it a 7 out of 10. It's probably closer to 8 out of 10.
I
But
saw it. I saw it back around the time that Twin Peaks was new, and I was just really curious about David Lynch because I really enjoyed Twin Peaks, so I just kind of sought out a lot of his earlier films, and I remember seeing Eraserhead for the first time, and I found it very odd, but I also was really drawn into its world and its characters and stuff. And not going to give anything away, but there's a few moments later on in the film that genuinely disturbed me, like that I found difficult to watch and to experience, but also impossible to look away. And it's just it's by turns like funny and haunting and nightmarish and
beautiful and disgusting.
It's this like
I've had weird dreams ever since.
I'm not surprised. That's welcome to David.
Some
Lynch.
of them have been very weird, even by my taste. So like,
but it's an amazing film, and it's one of those ones I think you'll probably see something new in it every time you watch it.
Every time, it's so densely layered.
Yeah.
It's so every shot is so densely layered with visual metaphor.
Yeah.
And it's just like you cannot wait to watch it.
And Lynch will never explain his symbolism. He wants you.
I know. I really wish he had a commentary.
Well, it's like he wants you, the viewer, to interpret it however you want. Essentially, like whatever you get out of it. Basically, meaning if you get something out of it, then he has succeeded.
That's what Spielberg. That's why Spielberg does the same thing.
Yeah.
I made such a good choice. There's some things that I got you that I didn't tell you that I got you, Sean. I made such a good choice.
Oh, did you now? Okay. Well, I assumed there'd be at least some surprises in there. It's not like.
So yeah, I showed this to my friend Angie and Chloe. Angie bought this for herself. It was her first Criterion. She watched it with some other friends, and then me and Chloe hadn't seen it, so we watched it with her that morning. And oh my god! Then we followed up. I heard that Angie hadn't seen Tenebrae, so to return the favor, I showed her Tenebrae.
Oh, what a great film!
What a great double bill that was, by the way.
Love Tenebrae.
Yeah.
I need to get the.
Then I took a long ass nap, and I woke up and dawdled about for a couple hours, and then Stout and I hung out as we always do on Sunday, and we started with one of my favorite pieces in our cinema, excuse me. The Devil's Reign, starring William Shatner and Ernest Borgnine.
Oh, yeah. I think you told me a bit about this one.
Oh my god, Sean, you have to fucking see this.
Yeah.
This is
it's so
your
crazy.
shit.
Or no,
it's so extremely your shit.
I think it was actually someone on my Twitter feed was talking about that recently. Showed some pictures.
Probably me.
Yeah, it was like.
I've been ranting about it for.
Well, this one it had like screenshots and stuff. I don't think it was one of your posts, but
I took those screenshots.
I think it was just coincidentally around the same time.
But yeah.
But
I've been posting. I posted a few screenshots when we talked about the movie. But yeah.
Maybe you want to watch another movie from him that I haven't seen yet. I got it recently. The Neptune Factor. That one.
Neptune Factor. I don't have that one.
Not with William Shatner.
Borgnine. Yeah. No way. I like Borgnine. He's a great actor.
He is. He's so multi-dimensional. It's crazy. People nowadays don't know, but he did everything. Everything.
Good guys, bad guys, everything in between. He was a chameleon. He was the Carl Urban of his time.
Yep.
Nice.
Absolutely. Perfect.
We were actually fan casting a remake and putting Nick Cage in like the William Shatner role.
Yes.
Sam Neill in the Ernest Borgnine role.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah.
Because Ernest Borgnine plays this leader of a cult, a satanic cult, in this weird ghost town full of his followers. And yeah, oh my goodness, this movie is so fucking strange and weird and cool.
I love that Shatner did all this weird like horror thriller and like borderline exploitation stuff throughout the 70s. Like there's such a weird era of movies that he did, you know.
I got Incubus on Blu-ray to watch it.
Yeah, I was looking it up actually when she said we're going to watch it. I was looking up The Devil's Reign and I kept thinking Reign.
Oh,
Rain.
Nope.
No.
Wrong movie.
Rain,
nope,
as
rain.
in rain.
Actual rain.
Down.
Yeah. The premise is that they're trying to summon evil rain.
Yeah.
There's so much more to it. That premise is like, what? Like, no, trust me. The premise sounds ridiculous, but watch the fucking movie. The ending is something you have to see. You have to see the last 15 minutes of this movie. Don't go cheat yourself. Go watch it. Watch the build up, the suspense, and slow burn. But it's slow burn with these very big, Titanic character actors who chew up the scenery. You can't keep your eyes off the screen. It's so good.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, and this is probably, at least it's probably going to get on my case for spoilers here, but My review here is...
Hold on.
It's face-meltingly good.
Okay, then.
Okay, so next we watched the Amicus Asylum we were just talking about earlier, because it's like an anthology film told through this guy interviewing these people trying to figure out who the real doctor is, because the doctor's been locked in the asylum with the patients because he went crazy for some reason. And so I don't remember what the answer was. What was the answer? Yeah.
Okay, then.
Watch the movie if you want to
find out.
Sorry.
Asylum. Don't actually spoil it. Don't actually spoil it as being silly.
I'm trying to even remember.
So when the guy comes and he's interviewing the 4 patients, and one of them's the actual doctor.
Oh yeah, that's the one I picked. That was so random out of nowhere. It was it's a actually Sean would really like this.
I know it's been on my radar for ages. I love
Amicus because it's an anthology horror movie.
Exactly,
and it's quite good. It's very very good.
I'd watch it again for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, I will say they overuse certain classical music, but
I gotta say,
in great ways.
I meant to say Devil's Reign's an 8 out of 10 for me, by the way. That was
okay. Cool.
Sorry.
And I'm not going to give anything away about the.
And I meant to say I did pick up the Criterion of Eraserhead a while ago. I just haven't sat down and watched it.
Yeah, I still need to get it. And I need to stop but
I've seen the movie
many
times.
Waffling on it because it's like
it's gonna go to print
at some point. Yeah.
Exactly.
They don't have long print run lives on Criterion. I miss Pierre LaFaux already.
Some do.
Well, longer than some places, but
some titles have longer than others.
Sometimes they'll do like what Arrow does. Is like they'll have sort of a limited edition, looks like a digipack or something, and then they'll have like a regular case re-release version a few years later. I've seen a few of their titles get that treatment before.
I'm cool with either version. So I just bet the on-disc content mostly for me. The booklet's nice, but not necessary most of the time. Depends on the title. Some titles I have.
Thanks for clarifying that for JL, Jamie. He's been going crazy about it for the past week.
Don't worry, Jamie. JL is always like that.
Yep.
Always.
Rest assured.
Next on our John Wilson. Next on our John Wilson journey, we watched Blood Fist 3: Forced to Fight. Our hero has been arrested, wrongfully charged for something, and thrown in prison. There's prison rape, so watch out. It's like right up front.
God, yes.
Needless, pointless, completely exploitative prison rape.
Oh,
this very much is exploit cinema. Absolutely.
But the rest of the movie's fucking killer.
It's great. It's a great movie. It's just, exploitative. Just know that when you're going into it.
I docked a full star for the needless prison rape. So.
Yeah.
It's not like it added any drama. It's literally just at the beginning for shock value.
Yeah.
Not necessary. They were attacking a guy. They didn't need to fuck him. They could have just stabbed him,
Yeah.
Beat him up or
something.
He's
trying to defend this guy, and then what happens
is... The point of what was going on there without them going further into detail than they needed to.
We didn't have to see it fucking happen, like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So, 7 years old. Goddamn, really?
7, wow.
Jesus Christ.
Congratulations, 7 years ago.
Fuck, man. Time fucking flies. Shit.
Time really does fly.
All right. So he goes to defend this guy. His friend gets stabbed, and then in the process, he gets blamed for the friend getting stabbed because he beats everyone else up, and he's the only one standing there, and his friend's been stabbed. So the cops just assume he did the stabbing too. And so he goes to prison. Hey.
11. Okay, 11 months.
And then he fights his way through prison and stuff. It's by the numbers prison. Hero is a prison movie, but it's fun. There's not a moment that's wasted. It's quick, fast moving. It's light and cheesy. Don Wilson is very charismatic. Don the Dragon Wilson. Excuse me.
You get all 3 emotions of Don the Dragon Wilson.
Oh yes, and what are those emotions again?
Pensive, angry, and ass kicking.
Anger worry.
Ass kicking.
Anger worry. Yes.
Or spin kicking. Yes.
Ah, okay. That makes a little more sense, Jamie.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we did a double bill of Don Wilson films. We did Virtual Combat, which has, in fact, the first instance that we know of Don Wilson kicking a fucking guy's head right off his fucking body. I feel like a movie. It's pretty fucking awesome. But Yeah, what was this one about? I kind of fuzzy on this one. I was really fucking stoned.
I'm also very fuzzy on this one.
Me too, because I've never
there
seen
was,
it.
It was like one of those mid-90s movies that was trying to,
Five,
I won't say rip off, but rip off, I'll
95.
say it, Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
You know, they were definitely going for the Mortal Kombat feel, but it was a,
The
virtual reality fighting game come to life, really come to life. And the guy,
Like,
the
literally, the
bad
villain
guy
comes out
from
of
the
the
virtual
game.
reality fighting game
Name's
comes
Dante.
to life.
Yeah.
And it starts killing people. And
Dante.
Don the Dragon Wilson has to save the day,
Dante is played by a championship martial artist whose name is blank. I'm blanking on, but Don Wilson found him at a tournament, and then his voice is dubbed by Star Trek's own Michael Dorn.
Oh, Michael Dorn, excellent.
Michael Dorn is this dude's voice.
Worf.
And it's awesome.
That's
It's like
all you can think when you're listening to him is, why does this white guy have Worf's voice?
yeah, I don't think he's white, but yeah.
Well, he's whiter than Mike.
Not Michael Dorn, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
But this was a 6 out of 10. I thought it was pretty good. Oh, Forced to Fight was 6 out of 10 also. Got full. It would have been 7 with the South prison rate. The next. Did you have anything to add for those? Stout, you frozen. Did you have anything to add, Stout?
Did I watch any of the movies? Yes,
no,
I
did. Did you have anything to add? I said to those two.
No,
movies?
I didn't have any of that. No.
Okay. Next, I watched Captain America: Winter Soldier with my friend Sarah. I have previously stated this is one of the best action movies, the superhero movies, and it might still stand that way. But the fight scenes aren't as good as I remember.
Really?
Yeah. There's a whole like you can see there's one fight when he is like coming out of the elevator, like all the dudes, and like he's fighting everyone. And like Batrock's there, and like you can see the wide shot. They had a whole wide shot, probably the whole fight, but they interrupt it with these constant inserts, and they keep cutting away from the impacts, and it's like a very, very, American way to do action films.
Yeah, we talked about that before. Yeah, they kind of
build
it through editing rather than having it just be done for real.
Be a good fucking fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You'd be like, you don't have any, you don't have to worry about your location. You're on a film set. You're on a studio. You can take as much time you need. Just do it. You know, like you own the studio. You own the lot. You're not renting it from anybody. There's no other movie coming in after you. This is you. Just do your take fucking the couple days and shoot the fight scene right. And I think they did, but then they cut it up for some reason. It feels like they did, and they cut it up because the way it literally looks like it's a tracking shot. When cutting through that would have been fine if it was less frequent and less jarring. And when they cut through, they do a lot of Bournization of the insert shots. The insert shots are Bournified. The outside shots, this is what I want.
Yeah.
Stop at the insert shots. Stop cutting away at the hit. You gotta cut after he reacts, and then you cut something else. We want to see the hit.
Now, is that the one where he's in the elevator and all the guys are getting in the elevator with him? And,
I gotta fucking tell him I understand the reference. Sorry, that's the only meme I can think of.
Yeah, I love that whole scene and just the build up to it. He slowly clues into what's going on. And he's like, just says like, now, if there's any of you who don't want to be here, this is your last chance to get off.
These dudes are sweating. They're legit sweating.
Yeah, because they know.
But it's a really good movie. That one fight scene's the only one that's really kind of jarring for me.
They literally need all of those guys to even have a chance of taking him down. So
and it's not even the whole fight scene. It's just that segment of the fight scene that bothers me. That's the end of that fight scene. Is the beginning of that is the elevator. But there's so much before that. It's great. So it's it's not. It doesn't bring the whole movie down.
I love the whole build up in that.
Next on our watch list is Guardians of the Galaxy. So that'll be
Guardians of the Galaxy. That's a lot of fun. I've watched that one quite a few times.
Let's see here. Next, me and Alex hung out and watched Seventh Son from 2014, which is this shot on digital video
excuse me,
fantasy film about witches that can turn into dragons. It's based on a 7-book series that they condensed into one movie.
Okay.
It's mostly the first. It's mostly the first book, but then the last book stuff kind of happens. Apparently, he was reading about it while we were watching. The movie wasn't great. It was 5 out of 10.
Okay.
It was alright. The act what's his face? The dude, Jeff Bridges plays like the head mage. He's pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
Julianne Moore plays the evil witch queen.
Oh.
Those are great, but they're like small parts, you know. But it's worth watching. I think once probably 5 out of 10. Your mind you might actually really like it. You know?
What was it called?
Seventh Son.
Oh, Seventh Son.
Okay. Yeah, I guess the only people who can be like witches or sorcerers, or whatever, can be seventh sons of the seventh son.
Yeah.
So, and I guess this like Jeff Bridges, like the Grand Magus, and he can sense seventh sons. And so he goes here to his family's house, this hut, like off on a fucking island with like a bunch of kids in it, and he's like, "Oh, I'm here for the seventh son," and you see them all look really nervous, and there's a pregnant wife holding her belly. And I thought for sure there was gonna be a plot point where it's revealed he's not actually a seventh son, he's a sixth son. And then Jeff Bridges realizes that like that part was all hokey and not had nothing to do with. I thought there was gonna be something about it, but like I feel like that maybe that whole plot point was truncated out. But I don't know. It felt like it should have been there.
Oh,
it felt like it was kind of trying to hint at that.
Jamie says, watched it on a whim. The only one who can slay witches are seventh sons of seventh sons.
Oh, thank you. Yes, that's what it was.
Okay.
But I thought for sure the way they were kind of looking at everyone looked really uncomfortable when the Inquisitor showed up. So I thought for sure the seventh son was the baby in her womb. And that was gonna be the big reveal that he could. But like anyway, it was okay. 5 out of 10. Didn't hate it. Next we watched Tremors: A Cold Day in Hell because he hadn't seen Tremors 6 or 7, so we'll probably watch Shrieker Island next.
I need to.
That's still 6 out of 10.
I need
Fun
to
movie.
get all of the Tremors sequels and the TV series.
At some point, I'm gonna make Skinslip watch all the Tremors movies with me.
Yeah,
Maybe we can all watch them together. I don't know. That's possible to do.
Maybe.
I have the 1 through 4 pack. I don't have any of the other ones.
I need to rewatch the first one. I really want to watch the Arrow edition.
Hey, Jamie's in.
Sweet.
But yeah, I'm down for that. Then we watched. Oh, that's all we could. That's all the time he had, right? And then I watched Paddington 2 with my friend Chris 10. Paddington 2 is better than the first movie.
Wow.
By a whole fucking lot.
Which is surprising.
I remember
the first one was really good.
I remember you loved the first one. You went on about that.
I adore the first one. I adore the second one. Wow. Oh my god. Hugh Grant, is that his name? Is that right?
Yeah, Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant plays like 3 or 4 characters in this.
Nice.
Like, you better see his guys. He is so fucking delightful and evil and beautiful, and I love him. So good. So yeah, I thought that was an 8 out of 10. 2 thumbs up. Strong recommendation. Next I watched Umberto Lenzi's Eaten Alive from 1980. It's one of the few cannibal films I haven't seen. And the last major one I haven't seen. Next, I just have a bunch of smaller ones. This was 6 out of 10. It was alright, honestly. I can't really tell you much about the plot. Some people are in the jungle, and there's some cannibals and some... Oh, right. I remember now. I remember the plot now. They're in the jungle, and they're trying to get to this cult. That's a Jonestown-style cult in the middle of the jungle. They encounter cannibals on the way. They get to the cult. They find out the guy's like just a crazy person. They gotta leave. The cult commits suicide. I mean, like, it's Jonestown, you know, but in the middle of this cannibal film. That was kind of interesting, but it was alright. It was 6 out of 10. It's alright. Next, I watched Baby Driver. Holy crap! I finally rewatched this. This is only the second time I've seen this movie. I didn't notice that the opening music is written on the fucking walls as he walks by. It's a damn lyric video. The fucking lyric video. That's so cool. Okay. The stunts on this are like a dance number. I want Edgar Wright to just direct action films because I know he could do Jackie Chan style amazing. Because all his action scenes are like reminiscent of Jackie Chan. They really are. You can tell.
How did it feel though watching that movie again, knowing what we know about Kevin Spacey now?
And Ansel Elgort? Yeah, it's pretty gross, but you know.
Yeah, it's so like that's the only reason I haven't brought myself to watch it again. But
it's, he plays a bad guy though,
movie.
So it just
it's true. That's true.
It's gonna be hard watching him play a good character I'm supposed to have sympathy for.
Oh god.
That's where I don't think I have it anymore. I can't.
Yeah.
He can play bad guys. I don't really want to watch this movie anyway, but I've already owned the movie. I didn't. Like, what can I can't give him more money if he already gave them money a while ago.
That's true.
Before I knew he was a problem.
You could get
anyone
the
who's
4K version, but nah.
No, Blu-ray's fine.
Fuck that. Yeah.
I have no ability to see a difference between a 4K and Blu-ray. There is a difference, but I can't see it because I don't have a big enough TV, so I don't care.
I
Yeah.
love Baby
Exactly.
Baby Driver though. Such
Baby
a good
Driver's so good. Edgar Wright needs to just. I would be like, what movie do you want to make next? Here's your money. Go make it. It's beautiful art. Next, I just randomly put on this random documentary called Edgar G. Ulmer, The Man Off Screen.
Oh.
So I was inspired because I was reading a bit about this movie, Bluebeard, which is kind of like. I felt it was like kind of a proto slasher, but it doesn't really follow it. This is like it's like a Black Widow, but the male version of Bluebeard.
Yes.
So Bluebeard is the guy who kills all his wives.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, this is one of the earlier versions. This is supposed to be a very good edition. I mean, a very good making version of the movie. This edition is, of course, a public domain release version of it, so not the best transfer. Also out of print now.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. It's gone. I checked.
But I was reading about this, and I watched Beyond the Process, and I watched some of the essay stuff, and I was like, okay, I want to watch. The director sounds fascinating, and so I immediately put this documentary in. This director's fascinating. He is a myth maker. His films are like myths, right? His life, whenever you asked him about it, he told myths. He talked about how he worked on everything from Metropolis to Dr. Caligari and like working on sets. And there's no way to verify if any of it's true. But I mean, he also claimed to make the video, the film camera and a bunch of other stuff. So like, the veracity of his claims cannot be verified, and he's no longer with us. He had a very wild and vivid life. He was embroiled in scandals. He like ended up having an affair with one of the boss's nephews. One of the studio head's nephews, who's a producer's wife. So he was blackballed from the industry for like decades, and he was in B. He wasn't like the only place he get a job at was at literally the lowest rung of the lowest rung, doing literally C-level features and triple bills. So he's the king of the B's. He's known as because he just did all these. Then he moved up to B movies, and then he got a few A features, but he didn't He never had that success. He had big success, cheated with the boss's daughter, and then he went blacklisted for the rest of his life. This is a fascinating documentary. 9 out of 10. I highly recommend this documentary. You'll probably want to seek out his movies immediately afterwards. It doesn't talk about the details of the movie so much as the man and around those movies.
Very cool. Scarecrow Mega says Edgar Wright should do The Atom for DC. The joke there 1,000%. being that he was originally going to do Ant-Man, but then of course left due to creative differences. The catch-all excuse they always give.
If I were Edgar Wright, I would adapt Sword of the Atom. So the Atom's wife cheats on him, and so he goes on like a spiritual venture and goes to the Amazon. He's going to the Amazon for something. His plane crashes, and he's stuck in tiny mode in the Amazon.
Oh, lovely.
It's 2 miniseries and an annual, I think, and he comes back. But like, it's a story arc that I think it would really make a really fun movie, actually.
Edgar Wright for yes, we would have loved to see Edgar Wright's Ant-Man, but that's not that's not the joke.
Unfortunately, yeah. Next I watched Another Son of Sam, which is a proto slasher, which comes as a bonus feature on my Zodiac Killer Blu-ray from AGFA.
Okay, cool.
Which is also a proto slasher, but that's more like that proto slasher is more in the vein of A Town That Dreads Sundown, and this one's more in the classic proto slasher. It starts out with almost like 8 fucking minutes of just recounting every single mass killing and serial killer that came before this movie, and then the main character just kind of wanders around aimlessly killing people while the cops are looking for him. It's really low budget. The guy directed this movie. It's a 6 out of 10. Your mileage may vary.
Okay.
I know some friends give it really high ratings because I think I would enjoy this more watching with Justin because we'd probably be laughing a bit more.
Yeah.
About some of the
movies are
one take acting.
Yeah. About
some of the maybe not great camera work.
Yeah, some movies are just like that. They're best enjoyed with friends with some alcohol or drugs.
Libations.
Yeah, libations. Yes.
Yes.
Good.
Next,
good
I watched Fateful Findings, my third Neil Breen with my friend Madeline. We've been going through. They've been wanting to go watch them, and we're going through it. So they've seen these 3, and then the next 2 that we watch will be new for both of us. This movie is. Where do I begin?
Was it the first one? Was The Astrologer, right? Was one of his?
No.
Or? No.
No. The Astrologer's Craig Denny. It's the only movie he ever did.
I'm getting mixed up with all these.
Neil Breen did Double Down.
Okay.
Did I can't remember the second one, and did Fateful Findings is this one.
Okay.
Oh, I'm Here Now. That's the second one.
Right.
I'm Here Now. He plays like some Jesus character. In this one, he's playing the father figure of this. He's kind of doing this like familial drama thing, but he can also teleport. And there's also like kidnappings, and he has like this like teenage daughter of his friend hitting on him, and then there's like a murder plot, and then there's a lot of threads and a lot of really, really, really awkward side boob shots.
Excellent.
And just so we played Bringo, which is Neil Breen Bingo.
Okay.
Oh, God.
By the way, watching this movie, if you pay attention, you get all the squares. All the squares go for all the movies because all these elements are in all the movies. He has a thing with feet. He has a thing with braless women. He has a thing with being like an all-powerful figure and being able to save everybody and being like he's got obsession with like old laptops and throwing them on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to explain. These are 10 out of 10 movies. I can't wait to visit these with Justin.
Okay.
We're gonna have a field day watching these. We're gonna have some really long discussions about some of these scenes because there's so much to talk about.
I can't wait for you to explain these movies to me again when I don't have to pee. I'm focusing entirely on not peeing my pants.
The last one is I rewatched Giant Spider Invasion today. You're welcome. That is my end of my TED Talk.
I love Giant Spider Invasion. I really enjoyed feeling 9 years old again when I revisited it recently, and
right.
I have such an affection for that film. It's just
which movies?
It's terrible in all the most wonderful ways.
Oh, I fucking love it.
And I will always have mad respect for the ambition of making that fucking spider. Like that was awesome. I love it.
Oh, don't say that, Jamie. I will harass you. I am also an unemployed loser.
All right. Since I have to pee, I will just say that I watched 2 movies from this Inner Sanctum set.
I need that set too. Someone's
We're
sending
both
it
quite
to me.
good.
Yeah.
I don't know if these were like put on television or not, but they all of them have this intro, which makes it seem like they were released to television.
Might have been, yeah.
But yes, they are. I wouldn't say excellent, but they are fun.
Yeah.
So like to get this set again, I got it for like $12 or something like that. Some crazy fucking deal.
They're like $30 on Amazon, but I just can't pull the trigger yet.
But there's 6 different movies on it, and then you can also download like 2 others. So it's
there's like great. 2 movies that aren't actually in there.
Yeah.
That's a bummer. Fuck.
Which one's worth they? Hold on.
And I'm buying the fucking UK set now, aren't I?
No, I don't think those are on any other set. Maybe they are, but digital only. Lady of Burlesque and Inner Sanctum. Also, Inner Sanctum Mysteries radio episodes. Which, by the way, if you want to listen to Inner Sanctum, you can find them on archive.org.
Yeah,
YouTube.com and like a million other.
Archive.org has the complete collection of Inner Sanctum Mysteries because they're all public domain. So. Yep. You can hear the entire original. It's an anthology horror series, and that's what those movies are based on. How many movies are in that set? Like 4 or 5, something like that.
6 movies.
6 movies. Yeah. All right, well, that's pretty good.
It's not bad. Yeah.
I think one of my viewers said he was going to send it to me. I don't know if that's still happening, but here's what
the one that I found a little bit like. It's kind of not kosher anymore is Weird Woman, and the reason it's not quite kosher anymore is because they kind of depict like Pacific Islanders as being in some way evil because they're foreigners, the evil foreigner kind of, and they're gods that they're bringing back to the mainland with them or something. It's so weird and a little bit cringy and like
Yep.
Even so, though, it's still fun and definitely feels like they're bringing those radio episodes to life on the big screen, which is fun. There's nothing wrong with that. It's of its time. That's all I'm saying. It's of its time, but it's still fun. You know.
Fair enough.
As long as you understand that, like,
Yeah.
yes, in the 40s there was still a lot of racism.
A lot of not good depictions of people of color.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the way it was, unfortunately, back then.
Welcome
We should
to-
have to talk
There
about
was the person,
you know?
quote unquote, of color wasn't even of color, like the
Yeah.
actor who portrayed them.
Of course not. I
No,
think
well,
same with
there's
Terror of
that
the
too,
Tongues,
yeah.
or Terror of the Tongues. I think Christopher Lee
It's on
wears
the
yellow
Hammer
face.
set. Yeah.
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 So it's like something like that. It's like there's I mean, that's
What
how they
was
did it back
the
then,
Hammer set
unfortunately.
that had
And
the-
like, I wish there was a forced intro for that kind of thing. Like,
Of
look,
their time.
yes,
Watch with the
Yeah,
correct
terrible
historical context in mind.
yes, understand that. Yes, it is very uncomfortable to watch. But back then, it was totally socially acceptable, and
Yes.
that's why no
The
one's
one
shocked.
from this set that I really want to see at some point soon is The Snorkel. Because I can't imagine a movie called The Snorkel being a horror film. But
What he does, so it's about this guy who like kills his wife. Like, this is not in the description, by filling a room full of gas. So the snorkel's him trying to like building probably an apparatus to like survive in the room. I wonder if the
Okay.
movie's all about him plotting to kill her. I'm curious.
I don't know. Well, it sounds like it's probably more one of Hammer's crime thrillers, which they did quite
Yeah,
a
it
few
does.
of. Which I just connect to their horror stuff. Really, it's just it's like they have their gothic horror that is period pieces, and they have their crime thrillers, which are modern horrors essentially. You know.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Scream of Fear,
Some good stuff.
Maniac, and are both the Pearl Slashers, and Die My Darling, and one more title or part
Yeah,
of
there's some
my
good
my Grand Dame Guignol set. So I had stuff I want to watch off too.
There's some really good stuff on that set. I finally have it on the way. Ordered from
Time before I kill
Amazon.com.
excellent.
And, even after the exchange rate, with its new discounted price of $45.99 US, even after the exchange rate, import, and shipping, it was less than what I would have paid in Canadian dollars ordering it from a third-party seller on Amazon CA.
Wow.
So.
I got my next Hammer title on the way.
Oh yeah.
Fear in the Night, which is the out of print one.
Oh, I've got that one. Yeah.
Pro Slasher. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, we'll check this out. Or it might be a Pro Slasher. I think it's a
that.
Pro Slasher.
Is that out of print? I didn't know. I didn't think any of
Yep.
those
Oh,
were
we're out of print.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I got it a while ago. But
Okay, I have to pee. Let's wrap this up.
okay. Are you? Well, it's your.
I'm done. Those are the only
Oh,
two
wrap
movies I
up
watched.
the show then. Okay.
Yeah, I think we're done here.
Excellent. Oh, thank God.
Are we doing movies
I'm so
after show?
tired.
Maybe. I don't know. I have to
Okay,
pee.
go pee. All right.
All right. Well, have yourselves a wonderful week, everybody. Thanks for joining us for SNI for another week. Lots of stuff coming this week on my channel. Just stay tuned and you'll see all of it. I got lots more in the works. Streaming most of this week, working on YouTube videos. So if you want a real early look at what's coming, come to those streams and you'll see. And yeah. Anyway,
Doing a Stevie Wonder over here.
that's right. Have yourselves a wonderful day or night. Thanks for joining us. I will see you next time. Until then, sayonara.
Stay strafe.
Stay straight.
Bye.
Stout really has to pee. That poor devil.
Go pee. Go. You can go now. You just walk away.
Good. Bye.